An Arizona Lotus Corp radio station.
Do you even smart speaker, bro?
Listen on your Amazon Echo device. Alexa, play Rock 102.1 KFMA.
You say it, I'll play it.
You want it? You got it. Reality radio done right. No nonsense, real and raw, just like you like it.
He's corrupt, he's inexperienced, and he lies.
Broadcasting from a broom closet in the Arizona Lotus Studios, it's Beef Vegan Presents.
Here we go! Yo! It's the realist on the radio, the party bro, and everybody, making everybody go. Yo, welcome back to the show. Beef Vegan Presents live on Rock 102.1 KFMA, streaming worldwide at KFMA.com. It's Friday, and we're having a party this morning. Say good morning to Powers. Good morning, Powers.
Toot toot, brother.
Welcome back, Rico.
Toot toot at you too.
Yes, we got this is the dream team here on this Friday morning. Both Rico and Powers joining us all morning long, and we're going to have a lot of fun with you. Of course, tickets on the line today for Ghost and Volbeat. We'll be doing that. Film critic Herb Stratford will be coming in later on.
Herb's coming in good.
Yeah, it's Friday.
Yeah.
We need to know about everything that's on the streams and the TVs and everything else, and a bunch of fun in between. And Powers and Rico are just meeting for the first time, which is cool. We'll do a round of the last word with them, see how sharp they're feeling this morning. Powers is trying to get extra charge on coffee because you're like a zombie today.
Basically today, yes, quite.
And then Rico was a zombie yesterday. This morning show racket is difficult to adjust to. I know.
Like climbing a mountain, I'll tell you what.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know there was a 5 a.m.
17 alarm set on your phone.
Yes.
Always fun. Yep.
You get used to it. Trust me. You know, that I know. So let's get right into this. How many times do you think you could smoke weed before you're essentially a forever pothead stoner?
Wow.
How many times or how long a time?
How many times? Just individual times smoking weed. How many do you think you'll forever be kind of like Tommy Chong? You know, because I think I have an answer to that question. If you have a guesstimate, and thanks to the FBI, I have this answer.
Oh, boy.
I'm going to guess a baker's dozen. That's 13.
Okay, baker's dozen. All right, what do you say, Rico?
Isn't the 10,000 hour rule apply to this?
Yeah, right. I'm a professional.
That's right. That's right.
Here's the answer I'm assuming because the FBI. Now, yesterday we talked about Amazon kind of relaxing on their marijuana guidelines and everything. They used to have zero tolerance. Yeah. Zero tolerance. And then now they're like, you know what? We relaxed that. You can now smoke weed and work in Amazon. And not only that, Amazon is lobbying to the federal government to federally legalize marijuana. Yeah. And when that happens, that means pretty soon we're going to have legalized marijuana across the country because if Amazon wants it, Amazon gets it.
That's right.
Yes. They get that big daddy Amazon money. So how many times does it take for you to be a permanent stoner? According to the FBI, 24 times.
Oh, all right.
Wow.
2 dozen.
Because the FBI recently changed their rules. And now you can be hired if you smoked marijuana in the past. But there is an arbitrary limit. And that limit is 24. So you're only eligible if you used it 24 times or less after your 18th birthday.
You think I'm going to remember that during the interview?
Right.
What?
And is there a way for them to know if you're telling the truth? I mean, the FBI.
I was going to say, it'll be nice to get a job for the first few weeks of being 18.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Oh,
if I get hired within 10 days of turning 18, then we're good.
Right?
But yeah, so 24 times. And they don't explain the significance of the number 24, but I'm going to assume, and maybe this is me just putting too much stock into the intelligence of the FBI, but they're the FBI. So there's got to be some kind of scientific reason for the 24 rule. And if you smoke weed more than 24 times, are you toast mentally? Are you perma-stoned? Are you always forever tempted by that sweet green leaf?
I'm not high, but I'm getting paranoid about this already.
That's a sativa. You need to switch to an
Yeah, exactly.
So that's the opening question. And there is no real answer. But I mean, if you only smoke 23 times in your life and you're looking to get a job with the FBI, stop right now.
Stop right there.
Do not cross that line or you'll be disqualified. And that's good news, though. because them relaxing and they know it's, just marijuana. That's like saying you can get a job with the FBI if you've only drank 23 beers.
That's insane. Like, think of it like that. Isn't that? That's a weird measuring stick, right?
Yeah.
How many beers do you think you've had
in your
life? In your life?
Yeah.
I don't even want to think about that.
Right?
Yeah. If there's a guesstimate, what do you think?
SeaWorld tank.
Yes, exactly. Well, how long did you live in Tempe?
No, it's over 10 years.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm surprised you're still alive.
Me too. Honestly.
Yeah. So those are those questions we're going to address and more all morning long. So many things to cover too. So let's just get right into the music. Get ready for our morning moron and lots of wake and debate. Yo, welcome back to the show. We are live here on the stream on this Friday. And you just heard the show open. Say good morning to Rico and Powers. There's Rico right here. Say good morning, Rico.
Buenos dias.
All right, yes, there you go. I like this Hispanic from Wisconsin.
I
This
know.
is the only
That's the only
Spanish
Spanish I
word he
know,
knows.
basically.
And of course, say hello to Powers on this Friday morning.
Oh, hello.
We got
Hello.
a great show. We've been having fun this morning, and we still have 2 more hours to go. And I'm waiting for Austin. Now, I got called out for how I treated Austin comically the last time he was on the show, which was 2 weeks ago, mind you.
Yes.
Austin's been asking me to be a part of this, as we have obviously a large crew, and that's part of the fun. It's the clubhouse. So Austin, who is one of our promo kids, and asked to be a part of it. I'm like, absolutely, Austin. You're rock and roll. You're a little goofy. Let's get you trained up and good to go. So he did one show, and then the next show he had to cancel for whatever reason. And then today yesterday I was like, hey, come in from 7 to 9. I give him 2 hours. I gave him an extra hour to sleep in.
You're
Right?
a gracious boss.
Yes, I am. Especially since he's volunteering his time. But Austin is in a position, since he is a promo kid. I was talking to his boss, trying to get him on the road in a KFMA van to do some guerrilla marketing for the show because, the station's not doing anything to promote the show. So I'm like, okay, Austin, they're not, and we have to do it. And they gave me an okay on that, but they move slow as molasses. So in about 3 weeks, we'll get Austin on the road. But Austin, I'm like, come in 7 to 9. He's like, you got it, boss. I'll be there. So I get a text at 6:30 this morning. Austin said, hey, I'm gonna be in at 8. I'm like, okay, not ideal. Considering I asked you to be here
Not ideal.
for 2 hours, right? And I gave you an extra hour of sleep, but okay, I'll see you at 8. What time is it right now?
8:07.
8:07.
Mm-hmm.
So he already called in late, and now he's even later.
Now you're giving him the disappointed father complex.
Oh man.
You're just laying it in.
So yeah, as far as going back to the comment on YouTube saying it reminded them the way I treated Austin reminded them of how my former boss treated me.
That's a good point to a degree.
And it was done on purpose, trust me, because honestly, Austin is, in my mind, a character of me on that show. And it's a way, as a reflection to, give the people who jump to this show a little bit of taste if they enjoyed that, like ribbing and not actual abuse, but also, show Austin what I've been through and kind of show our audience what I've been through as well, and be able to kind of vent through that. It's a part of a healing process.
Speaking of heal, it's kayfabe is this all it is. Some of it's real, some of it's on. The lines are blurred. Who knows?
Right.
Who knows?
Yeah.
His name's Austin. I mean, he's gonna have problems, boss.
Exactly. And so it's starting as like a rib and just a joke and kind of a bit. But the more he shows up late, the more it turns into reality. And I'm like, where the fuck are you, man? You lazy piece of shit.
It was funny at first, but
I said 7.
Millennials.
I said 7. You said 8. It's 8:08 right now. What is going on, man?
I saw you live on Snapchat. I know you're up.
I'll
Yeah.
say probably.
Right. So there we go.
Good to get off your chest.
Yes, and yes, my former boss did treat me way worse. So this is, it's all positive. I will not, well, I can't say that now. I can't say that I won't treat him as bad as I was treated, because honestly, the one thing that annoys me most is being late.
Yeah.
You only got a small window, and keep in mind, okay, this is an opportunity. And he is technically an employee of this company. So this gives him on-the-job training. He's in a better position than most to actually be able to turn this opportunity into, a career advancement if he wants to do this for a living, which I suggest he doesn't, because we're doomed in this industry if it keeps going this way. But yeah, sorry. Well, thanks for joining me, guys.
We're here for you, Beef. All those beefy scars, we're here to tend to them.
Right. But yeah, like, I mean, he's taking this opportunity and he's deucing all over it. So
guess who isn't deucing all over it?
You guys.
That's right.
What time were you here this morning, Rico?
4:30.
That's right.
I was just waiting in the parking lot, chain smoking, listening to Dreams by Fleetwood Mac on repeat.
Well, that was a little too early, but I do appreciate it.
I have my methodologies.
Yeah. And then how long were you waiting outside for me to pick you up, Powers?
I was ready for like 7-8 minutes, which I was very proud of. I did skip a shower.
Wow.
But I put on deodorant.
So lie, it's Friday. And yeah, Powers lives like a block away from my house. We just discovered this recently, like walking distance.
Really?
Yeah, like
literally like whoop.
a 2-minute walk. In fact, he lives
skateboard ride.
He lives so close to me, Rico, that when I got in my car and it's early and it's dark, I go over to the next street. He lives the next street over, and I was about to turn. I'm like, this can't be it. This can't be like the street right behind mine, right? And sure enough. Yeah. Sure as shit.
Then you're slowly learning he's been stalking you for 3 years now. He's moving closer and
It's just funny. We've both been each other's like
neighbor.
I walk past your house on my walks.
Yeah,
when I walk, I'm like, me too.
Yeah, no, we've walk. My girlfriend and I have literally loitered out front of his house because they're building houses in front of his house that we know who's building them, and we actually like they look like Beetlejuice houses, to be honest with you.
Well said.
Really?
Yeah. Just the architecture of
Tim
it.
Burton-esque.
Yes.
Yeah.
And but we like it, and we've been trespassing and walking all through the houses during the entire building
It's a
process.
good date night.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And that's literally right in front of his house.
Crazy.
Yeah. All right, 5 seconds. Gonna do some F My Life. Rock 102.1 KFMA, it's Beef Vegan Presents, and it's now 8:11 here on the show. Time for another round of F My Life. Let's do this.
Did you get caught self-loving by your mom?
Awkward.
It is awkward. Did you do something that got you fired from your job?
I just get stupid.
It's fun being stupid.
Don't hide this in vain. Let us laugh at your pain. Call 600 KFMA right away.
I promise we won't embarrass you.
Because Beef Vegan presents F My Life. F My Life. F My Life.
All right, these are emails sent to me at beefvegan@kfma.com. Subject line FML. Keep them coming in. And if you have an F My Life on this Friday morning that you care to share on the air, give us a call at 600 KFMA. That's 600-5362. Rico and Powers will be weighing in on these F My Lives. This first one is from Jake out in Vail. He said, today my girlfriend admitted to my best friend that she basically just sees me as a dildo with annoying emotions.
What?
F My Life for Jake. What do you say, Rico?
Well, women are savages now. They're savages.
Yeah.
We're the emotional ones now. It's hilarious that they flip the script.
Mhm.
I've heard the opposite, like the whole girls are the pocket vige and they're the ones with emotions.
That's
I've heard
true.
both sides of it.
Yep.
F My Life. If she told my best friend that, I'd be emotional.
Right.
More, and prove her point.
And it sounds like she's trying to bang your best friend.
Exactly.
Powers?
What was that guy's name again?
Jake.
Jake. Listen, Dildo's got a point. Jake's got a point.
Yeah.
All right. He's been pretty effed, I'd say, because that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
I don't know, uncomfortable sounding.
Oh,
That's what I think.
absolutely. All right. F My Life. This next one is from Chris out on the east side. He said, today I finished cleaning the interior of my vehicle, but seconds later, a stray cat jumped in through the other open door and took a dump right in the center of the mat inside. F My Life. Powers.
That's not too bad. Come on. It's a cat turd. I had a fun story to tell on the radio now.
Well, that's true. Yeah, I would say, Big Baby, I had a cat like on top of my car this morning when I came out. I had to have a discussion with this cat just to get him to move off of my, because he wasn't going anywhere. I was like, no, seriously,
That's
dude,
how
I
it went.
got to go to work.
That's how that conversation
Yeah.
went.
Meow, meow, meow.
Meow,
Please. All right, Rico, what do you say? Big Baby?
Big baby. Come
All right.
on.
100%. All right, this next situation is written to me by Autumn. She said, today my boyfriend stopped in the middle of sex to ask me if I wanted to get donuts. That's it.
That's it?
That's it. Is that enough, My Life, Rico?
It depends how much of the relationship they're into at that point. And she's like, yeah, I'm hungry too. We can finish this later.
Yeah.
Come on.
So, Big Baby, what
need
do you
more
say,
context.
Powers?
I don't understand young slang, so that could have
Yeah.
just been some new thing that she hadn't heard of. Maybe it was
Nah,
something
it's-
sexual.
I think she was craving Amy, or he was craving Amy's donuts.
There you go.
Maybe.
I would stop sex for those.
Yeah. There are some donuts that, yeah, you would.
Uh-huh.
That's
All
a
right.
good tagline.
Yeah, it is.
You would
Stuff
stop in the middle of
sex
sex.
disease.
Amy's, get at me. You can sponsor the show.
I was about to say, or
Hey.
they all going to send you a cease and desist. Either one.
Yeah, that might happen too. All right, keeping it moving here. This next one is from anonymous here. Okay.
Again,
Yeah.
keep
Sometimes
sending
they don't
stuff.
want to say their name.
Come out of the show.
I wonder why. Well, let me read this. Today, after about a year of keeping it a secret from my girlfriend, I told her about my foot fetish. She said, ew, and left. She's ignoring my calls and has changed her relationship status to single on Facebook. F my life. What do you say, Powers?
you got to keep that stuff to yourself or ease into it.
Ease into it.
Ease
Yeah.
into it. Oh, I accidentally started kissing you just because I like kissing different parts of you.
Like your feet, baby.
That's
but
all.
He messed up. There's
Sure
no going
did.
back. What do you say there, Rico?
That's an F my life. He messed up. The
Mhm.
kink shaming's bad in certain ways. That's foot fetish
Yes.
is not even that extreme.
That's
right.
So I think she's a little baby.
That's
but,
a good point.
yeah.
Yeah, it's barely extreme.
Not yeah.
It's the most cliche thing. That one.
You know why,
Are people
though?
not over it? What?
The psychological reason of having a foot fetish is because you put women on a pedestal, so you're kind of looking down at their feet. And that's what they say. So when you worship women or you're insecure, you tend to have a foot fetish because you're putting them on that pedestal.
Okay, BF Skinner.
Hey, I'm
just saying.
Alright.
What's a
doing
butt
morning radio
fetish?
for over 10 years.
Yeah.
You know, you
pick
learn
up
these
on
fun facts.
psychological things.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Why,
yeah.
then why do we like when baby got back?
What
Because
butts?
that's just a bump and jam. But no, but why? Yes.
Oh, because the big asses are awesome. You ever see them move like the
Yes.
waves, and it just feels good.
It's incredible.
That's
Nothing
why.
about pedestals or equality or anything. No, just
No, man. It's like a bouncy house. That's why
that
we
was
like
well
those.
said. Just fun. Just fun.
Daddy's
Bouncy
fun
house.
house.
A bouncy house.
Yeah,
This man survey says number one answer.
yeah. Scientific research says that.
Yep.
I've been telling my girlfriend, like, scientific research says do more squats.
9 out of 10.
Final F my life of the day. This one was written to me by Amy. She said, today my boyfriend of 2 weeks said he was going to cook me dinner. After waiting for a frozen pizza that he decided to make for me to be completely cooked, he said, oh, I hate this part. Reached into the oven with his bare hands and took out the pizza, all while screaming. He is 24 years old. That's my life for this man child who's too dumb to make a frozen pizza.
this part. They sell oven mitts at Dollar Tree, son.
Come on.
Get on in there. What are you doing?
It happens every time.
Yeah, you have to know she thinks it's a joke. Like, is this something he does to every girl to make them laugh, or is he legitimately
Oh,
challenged?
I hate this part.
I hate this part. These
Total F my
Totinos.
You better not
Yeah.
cook her fondue. That's gonna stink.
Oh my god.
All right, that's your Friday F My Life. So let's take a quick break. We're going to be back with more show right here on Rock 102.1 KFMA. Don't go away. Clear.
Throwing the whistle.
All right. Yeah, that was a nice little.
Sound effects. I love them.
Oh, yes.
You got the train whistle and that.
Because that's the and I have a kazoo.
Anthony, do you put mittens on before grabbing that pizza?
I hope so.
Yeah.
What are the comments saying?
You know,
Half beard says vibing.
Vibing.
Foot fetish is cute. It's
I'll
adorable.
see that.
yeah. So foot fetish is cute. I mean, feet are fun.
Feet are
Can
fun.
be. I tell
I
girls
got
that.
Flintstone feet. Mine aren't, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I have a foot appreciation, I would say, but not a fetish.
Like, yeah, I was gonna like a Tarantino-esque.
Yes, like you know, nice looking feet is definitely a deal for me. You know, ugly feet is a deal breaker.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna try to hump your feet.
What was that scene? There was that movie Shallow Hal, where it's like, remember he was dating that one girl that
Yes.
was like a smoke show.
Yep.
And he's like, I can't deal with her though. He's like, why? She's beautiful.
Second toe.
The second toe was longer.
Yeah,
He's like, I
and
just can't do it.
Oh
I
my
agreed with him,
goodness.
and that was me in my 20s. And honestly, there was a lot of very beautiful women
Mhm.
that I did not pursue that I had an opportunity with because of their feet. It was
Wow.
ridiculous. And now, as I'm growing up as an
What was
older
I
man,
thinking?
I realized all those missed opportunities, and I'm like, I would bang
Ugh.
every single one of them.
Yeah.
You know, 7 ways to Sunday.
Because
Mm-hmm.
you're just a dildo with annoying emotions.
Wouldn't that be great to sell a dildo that says like
Fries.
"hold me" afterwards or
Yeah.
something?
Take a warm salt bath with me.
Yep.
Like, oh.
You know what I need to ask the listeners out there is where can we watch the UFC 266 fight
Oh, yeah.
this weekend? Have you seen anything about where to watch this? I know you're into wrestling, but you ever watch UFC? It's the same thing, but with more blood.
I don't like it.
Oh,
I've watched
More drama,
I'll try it. I've tried it several times. I'm like,
Gotta watch the right fight, bro.
it's not as fun.
yeah.
Here's what I do like when you got a flashy idiot. Even boxing.
Yes.
In boxing, there was a point where I went through like, oh, boxing's kind of fun because they were these like two Russian guys, I think they were brothers. So you got kind of a story there, and then one's flashy, and when people flashy, it's a little more fun.
Yeah, well, that's the pro wrestling aspect.
Yeah.
Did I show you Patty the Baddie?
No.
Oh God,
I haven't showed you Patty the Baddie yet.
I think that'll sell him.
Yeah. Patty the
has to.
Baddie has charisma of Stone Cold and The Rock. Basically, Stone Cold and The Rock's baby with a bowl cut from Liverpool, England, who's absolutely nutty and just won his UFC debut by knockout in the first round. He's legit.
In his speech.
I'll show you a little bit about Patty the Baddie, but first, this weekend, I'm stoked about Nick Diaz fighting because I've been a huge Nick Diaz fan since the inception. Now, Nick Diaz's character is that of a heel. Stockton bad boy, straight up gangsta from the 90s, been stabbed in a gang fight before, but also very disciplined, runs
Jiu-jitsu
triathlons.
master.
Yeah, jiu-jitsu.
Wow.
Super black belt. And then he was suspended for 5 years from the UFC for testing positive for marijuana.
That's
bullshit.
Yeah.
And then after his suspension was up, he still waited 2 years because he's just like, screw you guys. So you show me the money, I'm not going to come back because he knew he was a draw. Well, now's the time. He's coming back. He's doing a rematch with Robbie Lawler, who he knocked out about 17 years ago. So
Damn.
This is a big deal. Has a good storyline, a backstory, and and I put a lot of money on that fight. So
is that why you want? Okay.
Shout out FanDuel.com.
I was gonna say, I'm no gambler, so that sounds.
Got to get that FanDuel. I'm still playing with their money, so I'm not playing with my money.
Smart.
Yeah,
it's a beautiful thing.
So for finding stuff, I mean, I'm not sure if you want to be spreading things. I see everything. I don't have cable.
Yeah.
Watchwrestling.in. And they kind of post all these links on the Daily Motion and whatever that you'll be able to find. They're only up for a day. But also, I noticed with those UFC fights, you can find them on Facebook Watch even sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
On the day. You just got to look.
You go to YouTube, I think they have like a live button you can
Sometimes
click on,
you can
and then
find some of those, right?
you have like 15-second spurts where they take them off. Right. Like, next one.
But the only thing about that, the Watch Wrestling was either .in, whatever it is it is a like virus. It's horrifying.
It's like LimeWire from 2005.
It's like horrible. It's just horrible. Like so the Mac is fine. I have a Mac, so it's never really a problem. For the PC, it's just going to eat it.
Yep.
So
that's my problem.
Be warned if you go to Watch Wrestling or UFC at that website. But that's one that has worked in the past.
I click every risky email I possibly can just to live on the edge, man.
I do have internet security, and then you'll go to this website. It's like, oh, download blocked.
Yeah,
we blocked.
blocked,
17 things pop up. It's just like, oh man.
Yep.
All right,
Here's a boy from Liverpool.
This is Patty the Baddie, okay?
Patty the Baddie.
Hell yeah.
All right, let's see here.
I've said it before. I'll say it again. I'm a Scouser. We don't get knocked out. We crack on to anything.
So he's a Scouser. He doesn't get knocked out.
Scallywag.
So Scouser is someone from Liverpool. There's more clips here. So here's Patty took off the camera being like, fuck you. There's one clip. Look at this kid. He looks ridiculous and he is insane and he's really good. And I want to show the crazy guys because
it's like Dak Shepard mixed with the Oasis brothers.
Yeah, well said.
Oh, this is it right here. Okay, so check this out. This is my favorite clip of all time. Listen, now, listen to it.
Man. If he has fighting ability to match, he will be something to deal with.
And Michael Bisping.
See his eyes?
Crazy eyes.
And he's singing along to his song.
He will be
Where's
something
your
to deal
head
with.
at?
And Michael
Where's
Kid
your
has something, man. If he has fighting
Where's
ability to
your
match,
head
he will be
Wow.
something to deal with.
That looks horrifying.
Yep.
Doesn't it look horrifying?
Prison movie right before he goes to prison.
Yeah. And then here's another. He can't be charming as well. So he's terrifying yet charming at the same time. The charisma level on this kid is at an 11. And I haven't seen anything like this since Conor McGregor. And there's instant comparisons, obviously. But here we go.
I'm not really calling anyone else. The only thing I want to call out the company, Instagram. Give me my account back, you lizards.
You lizards.
Yeah. So
lizards.
his creative, his insults, his PG insults. He calls it lizards, and then what? Anthony Manny. What was the other one that he just threw out that?
Oh my god, yeah.
That I loved, and I was like, I gotta use that.
Uh-huh.
Oh, sausage. Calls people a sausage.
Yeah, lizards.
Yeah.
Sausages.
Yeah, and when he says it, it's so offensive and fun.
That's excellent.
But it's so PG and like G-rated. It makes it even funnier and like more hurtful, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
because Connor will just go unleashed. He'd be like, I want to
right.
fuck him. I mean,
he wears the FU1 suit.
Exactly.
I love that was great, but he's an ass.
Yep.
This guy is the Pixar version of that, but more dangerous.
That's funny. Well, that stuff's even scary. It is scary.
Scary.
Mm-hmm.
It's so fun.
Yeah, he's adorable, and at the same time, will kill you.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, all right, we're gonna get ready for our next segment, but we did Morning Moron this morning, and we even got some pictures to show. So, without further ado, check this out. Oh, wrong button. Rock 2.1 KFMA's Beef Vegan presents. Time for your Morning Moron, and on Friday we like to get frisky with our Morning Moron. Luckily, there's a woman named Lori Harmon, and Lori Harmon is somebody that I actually reported on in the past. This is the second time she's popped up here in a Morning Moron. She's from South Carolina, and her 37-year-old husband / boyfriend.
Okay.
They got arrested earlier in the year for filming themselves having sex on a glass gondola or in a glass gondola on the Myrtle Beach Sky Wheel. Essentially like a Ferris wheel that's like a glass dome. You've seen these in Vegas too.
Yeah.
And people get it on in these things all the time. And you can see it. It's a very
romantic is the word you're looking for.
You think romantic?
No, well, not really. No.
Yeah.
Still romantic. Are they wearing masks at least?
Yeah, no, they were not wearing masks. I know. And I don't know if they were double vaccinated or just double penetrated. I don't know. But so this happened again, like 6 months ago. They were charged with a slew of charges, committing illicit acts in public and indecent exposure, yada, yada, yada. So you think they would learn their lesson, but no, they have an OnlyFans page to run.
Double down, baby.
So according to arrest warrants, the Harmons in late July engaged in these sex acts. We already talked about that. Now they were arrested twice earlier this year in connection with a series of other indecent acts. And just recently, they were busted full-blown getting it on in public yet again, as detailed in a court filing, a very steamy court filing.
Yeah. Well, if you're going to be in public, you don't be half-blown.
Yeah, it's true. In fact, actually, I want to get my porn music up for this and maybe read some of the details, if you will. I mean, it's early in the morning. We still got our morning woods going.
Wakey.
Yeah. All right. So, as detailed in the court filings, one of the pair's X-rated encounters occurred in January inside the glass gondola in the oceanfront Myrtle Beach Sky Wheel. The video posted to Pornhub showed Lori exposing her voluptuous breasts and performing the oh yeah sex on her husband, who had his fully, actually I can't detail that.
Yeah, don't go to the thing.
Yeah, he had it exposed, baby. And the act, investigators allege, occurred within the view of the public. So they watched the video several times over to make sure they had the two right suspects. And then they saved it to their browser just to make sure.
For science.
Yeah, they have it. Now, as far as the Pornhub account in question, I'm an investigative journalist. You guys know this?
Yeah.
I couldn't necessarily find the official account. I don't know if it was pulled down because of legal reasons or whatever. I do know there are several women out there trying to claim they are Lori Harmon, basically get some extra clicks on their account. But have fun looking at it either way. I mean, it's one of those investigations where even if you don't get the results you're looking for, you still have fun going on the journey.
Well, here's the thing too. What's the fine? If it's something like it's like $500,000, like let's do it because we're cranking in $5,000 a weekend.
Exactly.
Sure.
That's fine.
Cost benefit analysis on the gondola.
Now, I do have pictures here that I'm going to show on the stream later on of Lori and her husband Eric, who are busted and very Myrtle trash, tatted up, like, a couple prison tats.
Eric's certainly busted.
Yeah.
She's not bad looking.
No, she's definitely a good romp.
A mugshot.
For a Myrtle mama.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen worse mugshots for sure. But getting arrested for having sex in public and then getting arrested again for having sex in public again makes you a morning moron. So there you have it. All right, coming up next, a huge documentary is returning for another season on Netflix. I'll tell you what that is and who's involved and who's not involved next on Beef Vegan Presents. Don't go away. All right, and we're back here on the live stream. We're about to do a little game. I do need 2 contestants if you want to participate. There's no prizes on the line, but 600 KFMA. That will help expedite the process, as I need people to guess which impression that Powers or Rico is doing. We're going to do a round of bad impressions, and this is for the sake of a W and the Beef Vegan Presents Competitive League. So we're going to be on about 25 seconds, and if you want to do that, 600 KFMA, 605, 362.
You'll get him eventually. Been here a while, right? You'll get it eventually.
Just Google it.
I'm getting so pissed at Austin because now it's like 8:30.
Well, now's the part where I'm such a baby and Italian and paranoid that I'm like, oh, Jesus, you hear sirens?
I know.
Oh,
Right.
he's fine.
You okay? What's going on
There
with
we
the
go.
kid? Is he all right?
Rockwater 2.1 KFMA, it's Beef Vegan Presents. I need 2 people to help play a game with me real quick. 600 KFMA at 600-5362. We're going to do a round of bad impressions. I got Rico and Powers in studio. They're both amateur impressionists. And I stress the amateur part. So I gave them a list of celebrities that they need to impersonate. And if I can get the person on the phone to be able to guess who they're impersonating, they'll get a point. And whoever wins gets the most points will win the round. And then they get another W in the Beef Vegan Presents Competitive League, which is a big deal. Get in here, Austin, you late ass. I'm on the air, so don't say a goddamn word.
Oh, my
All right,
goodness.
so 605. I'm sorry. I'm mad at him for saying he's going to be late an hour and showing up an hour and a half late. We'll talk with Austin here in a few, but yeah, 600 KFMA. Maybe I'll have put your guitar away right now. I don't even want to see the guitar right now.
His guilty face.
He's coming in like a rock star here. He's just like, oh, you want me to perform, mate? You want me to show my guitar skills?
Sorry, I'm late, guys. I had a gig.
You're acting like an actual rock star showing up late. Yeah. How many tickets you sell your last show? I don't want to hear it, Austin. All right, Rock 2.1. Who's this? Jesse, turn down your radio for me, dude. You're going to be one of the contestants here. All right.
Sounds good.
All right. Rock 2.1. Who's this?
This is Christine.
Christine. Excellent. Thank you for calling. Christine, I'll let you pick who you want to choose, Rico or Powers. Whose team do you want to be on?
I think Powers.
Okay.
Like Austin Powers. I'll go with that.
Poor choice.
All right. So Christine's choosing Powers, and that means, Jesse, you got Rico by default.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
All right, cool. I'll let Rico go first. So, Jesse, you have to guess which famous person Rico is doing an impression of. Are you ready?
Ready.
All right, Rico, go for it.
This is very obvious one. It's the most cliche impression. Even your grandma can do it.
Jesse?
That's Arnold.
Yeah.
That's Arnold.
You
Yes.
did it. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, that's 1 point for Jesse here. All right, Powers, you got Christine. Don't let her down.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. That'd be pretty stupid. I'll tell you this guy, I don't think that was a very good impression at all. I mean, I remember the time that I was hanging out with this guy and we went on a Ferris wheel and some other vague thing that we did, and we'll cut away to that now.
All right, Christine, who's he impersonating?
Oh my gosh. You know what? Honestly, I hate to say this. I have no idea.
Oh, no idea. All right, Austin, to save Christine, who's he impersonating?
Robert De Niro?
Oh, incorrect. Austin, do you know who he's impersonating?
Do it one more time.
No, he's not doing it one more time. Damn it, Austin.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
It's
Like Peter Griffin.
Peter Griffin. That's
Peter
exactly
Griffin.
who it is. Austin, give it to me.
That's
And
right.
she knows it now.
Yeah. All
I
right.
feel very bad.
Jesse took the lead. So Jesse got 1 point going up against Christine. That means Rico has 1 point. Rico, give Jesse another impersonation.
I suppose I shall. Jesse, where is your current mode of employment? Are you unemployed or do you have a job?
All right, Jesse, who is that?
I'm lost on that one.
Oh, no.
Oh, shucks.
Okay, for the steal, Christine, can you guess who Rico is impersonating? Christine.
Are you
Yes,
alive?
I'm here.
Okay, do you know who Rico was impersonating? Trying to give you an opportunity to get tied up.
Shit.
You're the man now,
Sorry.
dog.
You know what? No, I don't.
All right, the answer was Jeff. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Sean Connery.
Yes.
The worst Sean Connery impression.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right, Christine, back to you. And then Powers, give an impersonation for Christine to guess.
All right, there. You may thump your Bible and say your prayers, but it didn't get you anywhere.
talk about your Psalms, talk about John 3:16. Who says that?
Yeah.
What?
Christine, do you know who Powers is impersonating?
God.
So mad.
Gosh, I can't think of that guy. He sounds like, oh my God.
You got this.
Steve Austin.
Yeah, that's correct.
Stone Cold.
Christine's
Stone Cold.
tied it
Stone Cold.
up. Yes.
Kill him.
Excellent. All right, Jesse, back to you. Can you guess this impersonation by Rico? Go.
Good morning. It's crazy being here on the radio with this guy named Beef. I don't even know if he eats beef or he eats broccoli. Who knows? It could be anything.
All right, who is Rico impersonating there, Jesse? Jesse.
Did you die?
Can't hear anything.
You couldn't hear anything. All right. Well, he ran out of time based on technicalities. So, yes. All right. It was Jeff Goldblum. Real quick. All right, Christine, for the win, if you can guess who Powers is impersonating, you're going to give Powers a W in the Beef Vegan Presents Competitive League. Powers, go ahead and hit her with that impersonation.
Okay.
Well, it's morning in America again there. That's right. And I love jelly beans. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
All right. Who is Powers impersonating, Christine?
I don't know if this is right, but I want to say Ronald Reagan.
That is correct.
Yes!
Oh! And Christine, with that, you helped Powers win the game against Rico in bad impressions.
I failed.
Hell yeah.
To go home and cry.
That's fantastic. Thank you both for calling in, and good job, Powers and Rico. All right, I got to take a quick break and then start yelling at Austin. So stick around. It's Beef Vegan Presents.
Live stream beat.
That was good. That
was fantastic.
Like, oh my God, I don't know. Ronald Reagan? I'm like,
I can't believe you got Steve Austin.
Yeah.
Jesse and Christine, thank you guys so much for calling in and playing. And Christine, you're celebrating like you won something. I wish I had a prize for you.
No, that's okay. It was cool. I'm on the radio. I don't care.
Oh, that's the right attitude to have,
Thank
Christine.
you.
Well, thank you for playing silly games with us. We appreciate it.
Heck yeah.
No problem. Thank you.
Yeah, Jesse,
Bye.
thank you too. Even though he hung up already, he's a
gave
sore
up.
loser.
He gave up.
You guys are awesome. I love your radio station.
Oh, that's
Yay.
awesome. Well, thank you so much, Christine. You have a fantastic weekend.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, Powers, put the microphone on Austin real quick.
Public lashings. Here we go.
Need that pair of headsets right there.
No, you don't. What headset? No, you could hear me in the room, Austin. Don't give him anything.
He's a
guys.
musician. He's a professional.
Jesus.
I'm deaf, dude.
Okay, first, why did you say you couldn't come in at 7 and you had to come in at 8? What's your excuse? I need to hear it.
I was getting laid, dude. If you really want the honest truth.
Getting laid.
That's a pretty good excuse,
not
man.
A great answer. No, it's not. From your girlfriend or some random?
I mean, I have a girlfriend, so
Yeah,
you do
you
the
go.
math.
Yeah, I do the math. The math is you're late for no reason. You can get that shit anytime you want.
Do the arithmetic.
Yeah, you got to say it into the mic, Powers.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
She's available. Your girlfriend's available. You hang out with from time to time, I'm sure. So when did he say he was going to be late?
He said,
did he plan this sexual encounter, or was it just like
spontaneous?
I'm not gonna be able to.
I said yesterday, right? And I'm working on getting this dude more hours, so more money. And I said yesterday, hey, can you come in from 7 to 9? What'd you say to that, Austin?
I said I can.
All right. And then this morning at what time was it? 6:14 a.m. You said, hey, man, I'll probably be there more around 8, which first off, unacceptable text. Unacceptable. But that's what you said, right? So
I did say that.
At 6:14 a.m., you were planning on getting laid, and 45 minutes later, that was going to last you. Are you a master of Karma Sutra? Don't bullshit me, Austin.
You also got to realize the drive, and I live on the east side, and I had to stop and get my guitar at my practice space.
You didn't have to get it. I mean, we're probably not even going to. We're not even going to use it today, Austin.
You should have known, Beef.
Why didn't you already know?
Why didn't you know where I live, dude?
All of those facts.
Right.
This is your fault, Beef.
This is a generational gap, and it's making me grow disdain. So, at 6:15, you knew that you were going to get laid and be late an hour late, right? So what time did you start getting late? Because I think it's bullshit. I don't even think you got late.
Why? Why is that?
I think you're just lying on top of lying. I mean, right now, show me why you're being
a lie
honest.
within a lie within a lie.
Yeah.
This isn't Inception.
Yeah,
thanks,
dude,
man.
Jokes are for people that show up on time, Austin. So no jokes. Let me ask
Jokes
me.
about people show up.
Yeah.
No jokes.
You get no jokes. So
that's the daddiest phrase I've heard in a long time.
What time did you start having sex?
Pretty shortly after I texted you.
Okay. How long did the sex last?
Half hour.
Okay. So shortly after at 6:15, you text me. You start having sex at, let's say, 6:30.
We're building a timetable.
Absolutely.
Is that what we're doing here?
Yes.
Is that we're just breaking it down?
Say you start having sex at 6:30. That means you're done with sex at 7 o'clock. But let's be honest, probably 6:45. That gives you an entire hour to show up to work, which is already an hour late. And
Correct.
This is training, and this is like everything else that, I'm trying to help you advance in your career and give you shine on, Tucson's fastest growing morning show. It's a big deal, Austin.
Steve, these kids don't look at traffic reports. Okay.
Right. So I give you an hour to drive, and then you show up at 8:30. So
Correct.
90 minutes.
Correct.
And what's the real reason? Give me the honest truth.
The honest truth?
Yes.
Well, after I was done, I kind of took a little nap.
Well, I can't help you anymore. I'm sorry, son.
Yeah.
He tried defending me right there, but he's got nothing at this point.
Right.
And I don't even have anything to defend myself. I'm just being honest here, man.
Literally napping on
You're like Johnny Cochran trying to defend OJ. But he got OJ off. That's
Just
the
got him
difference.
nap.
Yeah.
But he's a young man, so maybe.
He did it for his mental health, and that's the valid excuse.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's important, you know.
It is.
Right. All right, Austin. Well, this is what we're gonna do then. You need to record a score report, and we're gonna do that here.
Beef, I did it for you for this comedy gold segment. Are you kidding? I gave you material. I gave you content.
We're off the air right now. This is just a stream. This means nothing to me.
This means
You hear it here,
These are the
folks.
internet
This stream
dwellers.
means nothing to Beef.
No, I love the stream, but
Yeah.
you see the disappointment in my face. I mean, honestly, for you guys Austin, did you even bring your laptop so you could see the disappointment in my face?
No, I don't like to look at your disappointed face.
Do you have? Did you bring your laptop?
I didn't bring it today. No,
You didn't bring your goddamn laptop. I mean, did you bring your headphones?
I don't have headphones yet, dude.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
I'm
you're working
ill-prepared right now.
radio. Ugh. I want to like you as a person.
It's not mine.
Ugh.
It's not mine.
Yes. All right. Okay, Powers, take the mic back.
$19.99. They're available at Target. Very affordable.
Austin,
Sony.
I tracked down a one-night stand of
Cost.
yours named Danielle, and we're doing a score report here that I'm going to record, and we're doing that here in just a few. Okay. So that's how you're going to make it up to me for being so goddamn late, so irresponsibly late.
Wait a minute. Is it a score report with you or
Yeah,
a
it's
score
gonna be
report
with Austin.
who?
Big Bad Steve.
Big Bad Steve in the morning.
Did you get laid this morning? Did Big Bad Steve get laid this morning?
Yeah.
Big Bad Steve got laid.
That's right.
At least look, a Big Daddy Tucson understands.
See?
He
Big
said
Daddy
that
does.
sucks, Beef. Frustrating.
Yes.
Because all I'm doing, Austin, is trying to give you opportunities, bro. And I'm going up to bat, for you, to your boss, to give you more hours, to give you some more money. And you know what your boss said? He's concerned that you stretch yourself a little too thin and you're a little too addicted to getting some pussy, and you can't be that reliable.
That's
Yeah.
not true. He took a nap. He's well refreshed.
It was
He's
Big Bad
very
Steve.
healthy.
It wasn't him. He took his glasses off. His persona changed.
Okay. I'll tell you what. And this will be the bit that we do coming up here in just a few minutes on the air. Because I am getting you hours to go out in the KFMA van to do some guerrilla marketing, which is very important on the show, mind you. So it's important for me that you do a great job hitting the streets and letting people know that we're on the air. So the way to do that is to get people's attention. So let's write down some options of what we can get Austin to do on the street. So first things first, he's got the guitar. I say go full-blown naked cowboy, wearing underwear. With Rock 102.1 on his chest.
Sold.
Written on his chest, okay?
Yep.
Brilliant.
Okay, give me some more options
The
here.
weather's cooling down.
Okay.
Chicken suit Or actually better, that's not, we'd have to buy that. I own a gorilla suit and a banana suit as well if you have a friend.
A gorilla suit.
A gorilla suit and a banana suit. Right. I want people to see his face.
Okay.
For the shame.
For the shame.
Nah, I'm just kidding.
You want me to just cut a hole in the gorilla mask?
No, you're not cutting my gorilla mask up. Invested in that.
How dare you?
You're going to wear it at the wedding.
Yeah, just don't wear the mask. So
luchador. Any type of lucha. I have luchador masks.
Okay.
These are real.
You're appropriating my culture now? Is that what's going on?
Listen.
You can ask me
for
first.
the sake of comedy.
Wisconsin Hispanic doesn't count. So you don't have the culture.
Come on. I used to be a luchador.
Luchador.
Wisconsin as Mexican.
Okay, I have various capes.
Okay.
What else?
Let's give him a stunt here. Let's see. Anthony says
these are just outfits.
What about a unicycle?
Right? He'd need to I have a unicycle.
Do you?
Yep. I don't know how to ride it.
Cowboy hat, underwear, and guitar.
So that's the naked cowboy.
Yeah,
the MTV naked.
He's gonna
naked
sue
cowboy.
you probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay. We got no
publicity.
money. You can't get blood from a rock.
Right.
So naked cowboy, dress him up like a luchador. What about one of those spinning signs? Be a spinning sign guy, or actually standing on the corner of a freeway like you're a homeless person,
but sell the radio station instead.
Begging people to listen to the show.
That's actually very funny with one of those signs.
Yes,
yes. Do that. That's hilarious.
Please tune in.
Yeah.
Do you want money? No, I want you to tune in.
Yes,
I'm not homeless. I want you to listen to Rock 102.1.
But then, then he gets beat up by the actual homeless people.
Yeah, I was about to say, what if I'm on their corner?
Well, I want you to be on
that's fine because they'll be, and you can then say, give the money to him.
Yeah, exactly.
Just
See
listen
that?
to Rock 102.1.
Then they'll help.
Collaborate.
Or
new street team.
Or bring extra signs for them.
Yeah.
And be like, yo, and I'll give you all the money that I even get because this is what we're doing it at.
Right.
Exploitation.
Yeah, because our show.
No, well, technically, I mean, yeah.
Our show is the official show of the homeless.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay, so those are our three options. And we're going to get on the air and get an instant vote. And then based off of whatever the listeners want you to do, that's what you're doing next week. So Wednesday or Friday, whatever days we get approved for hours. And that way you'll 100% be able to make up for the fact that you were an hour and a half late. I gave you 2 hours to come in the show. You give me 30 fucking minutes. What is that?
It's not as threatening when your adorable background shows up.
This is my daughter. I know.
Well, I figured. I didn't think it was some random person.
Yes. Again, no jokes for you. You get no jokes.
No jokes allowed.
You're late. You don't have a sense of humor.
Yeah.
So
that's it.
Funny.
All right. So you agree to that, Austin? Is that fair?
Let's do this.
He's a brave one.
That's fair.
Well, and that's why I like him, and I want to give him the opportunity and train him. And I am a little frustrated, so I exaggerate a little bit for the stream, but just a little bit in this case because I hate being late. Even Drum, when she comes in at 9, when she shows up at 9:01, I'm frustrated. Like, hey man, like show up at 8:59, not 9:01. Maybe it's a generation thing. I don't know.
That's not a generation.
Okay,
It's
a responsibility thing. Maybe it's age thing. Yeah.
Because we were late. We were 22.
Like, you want to succeed in life. I want you to succeed in life. You got an opportunity. Seize the opportunity. Show a little bit of initiative. That's it. And if you do that, not just to me, to everyone, you're going to do fine in life. Take it from a guy who's broke at 40. I don't care. All right, 5 seconds. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. Real quick, I need to do an instant survey real quick. 600 KFMA is the phone number. 600 6352. I have to look for this.
The number.
I'm frustrated.
Yeah.
I'm flustered.
Flustered
And frustrated. I combined the word because Austin again showed up an hour and a half late. He had a 2-hour window to participate, be trained on the show and everything else. Austin is on our promo team. And I like Austin most days. Today's not one of those days. So this is what he needs to do to make up for being an hour and a half late. We got 3 options for him to do next week to help promote the show guerrilla marketing style. 600 KFMA is the number. So option A, for Austin to go out into the street as the naked cowboy, basically just in whitey tighties, his guitar with Rock 102.1 on his chest, playing on a street corner somewhere in Tucson. Okay. Option 2, to dress up as a luchador. All right, with a sign, wrestling a mannequin type stuffed dummy on the corner of a street sign.
And like posing at red lights and I think that's you hit all them poses. Every time you gotta keep walking across the street.
Yes.
Do like Ric Flair across the street.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Every time. And, we'll be able to see this on our StreamYard as we do our live streaming. So we'll be able to know if you're actually doing it. So dressing up as a luchador and causing a whole bunch of commotion. Or option 3, not bathing for a couple days, dirtying himself up a little bit, and then going down on one of those street corners where homeless people ask for money and holding a sign saying, I don't need your money. I just need you to listen to Rock 102.1 KFMA, looking disheveled as a homeless person.
I think that's brilliant.
600 KFMA. Which one should Austin do next week to help promote the show? Again, this is a big help for the show. We have zero marketing budget.
Yeah.
And they haven't been spending any money on the show. So we need to get out in the streets to let people know we exist because we're having a good time here on the air and trying to bring back Rock 102.1 to prevalence. And we do that through creative means. Austin being demeaned is as creative as the means get. All right, let's go to the phones. Rock 102.1, who's this? Vanessa. Okay, which one of those 3 options should we have Austin do? And turn down your radio. Option 3, dressed as a homeless guy holding the sign.
Love it.
Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you for that call. 1 vote for homeless guy. Thank you, Vanessa. 600 KFMA is the number, 600-5362. Let's go back to the phones here. Rock 102.1, who's this?
This is Beezy. What's up, Holmes?
What's up, Beezy? How you doing?
Hey, man, I'm all right. Hey, I'm not like a super woke dude, but I don't really feel like that homeless thing is cool.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go with wrestling a dummy or something like that.
The luchador thing. Okay. I get that. I understand the offense on that. And yeah, it could be offensive and it could offend some people and it might get suppressed. So I'm at the same time like, But yes.
You know who I like? Maybe we could just dress them up as the Amish.
Cool,
They'll never hear about it.
Easy. Yeah.
They'll never know.
Appreciate the call, dude. 600 KFMA. All right. So we got 1 vote for the luchador. Rock 102.1. Who's this?
What's up, Bam? Number 15, brother.
Yeah. What's up? All right. So which one do you want Austin to do?
I'm thinking the homeless one, man. And I can even help out by escorting him down there, make sure he doesn't get his ass kicked.
Oh, there you go. So do you want someone to escort you down there so you don't get your ass kicked, Austin?
I can film it, too. I got a really nice video camera.
Austin thinks he's fine. He can handle himself against a couple of homeless.
We have to document it, though. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. No, we'll be doing the live stream for sure. So we're going to see all of it. Yeah, so he won't be able to back out of it because we'll be able to see it in real time.
Maybe they'll bring some awareness, you know what I mean?
Yeah, bring some awareness to homeless people and the show. We're 2 in the same. We're in the same tax bracket.
Practically. And I was even going to say, we were discussing a moment ago, we're not going to let him keep the money that he collects if he collects any money while homeless. He's going to give that to the other homeless people that are around and help out.
Yeah, absolutely.
See, that's not as offensive now, right?
Yeah. Well, thanks for the call, brother. So far, they saved you from Naked Cowboy, but it does look like you might be the homeless person on the side of the street with the cardboard sign. Yeah, it's a good one. I like that promotion.
I think that's funny.
Yeah.
Like
I don't
want, I don't want this. I just want you to listen to the radio station. Amazing.
Yeah. All right. We got to take a quick break. We're going to be back with film critic Herb Stratford. Keep those votes coming in and we'll be back here live on Rock 102.1 KFMA and Speed Vegan Presents.
Or like an alternative.
How many people can we fit in this life raft?
I know. God. We're about to get Herb. All right. So let's play some clips. I got to play some clips here real quick because we're going to do a score report with Austin. But that's going to be a little behind the scenes stuff. So we'll be right back after this. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Now's the time. Give me a call. 600 KFMA. That's 600-5362 for your opportunity to win tickets for Ghost and Volbeat with special guest Twin Temple performing March 1st at the Footprint Center. Tickets go on sale today at 5 a.m. This is technically still a win them before you could buy them event. And we're going to play a little game called Last Geek Standing. You guys ready?
Ready.
All right. Well, then I wasn't. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Let's go.
Play the intro music.
I don't think that's necessary.
Play the music, nerd.
Beef Vegan presents.
I think people should freak the geek out. Freaks, the weirdos, the misfits, the geeks, the dweebs, the dorks.
Last Geek Standing.
All right. Starting off with 2 contestants are going to buzz in with their name. Let's meet our first contestant here. Rock 102.1. What's your name?
It's number 13. It's Zach.
Zach. What's up, Zach? All right.
What's going on, brother?
Not much. All right. So I got you going up against Rock 102. All right. Rock 102.1. Who's this? Ryan. Zach versus Ryan. All right. Do you guys know which edition we're doing today on this fine Friday morning? You don't?
I'd love a review.
All right. It is Last Geek Standing Spelling Bee. Oh, I love a good old-fashioned spelling bee. So here's how we're going to do this. All right. You got 5 seconds to buzz in with your name. All right. If neither one of you buzz in thinking you could spell this word, then you'll both be eliminated. I'll move on to the next contestants. All right. So I'm going to give out a word. You're going to buzz in with your name if you think you know how to spell it. And if you spell it correctly, you're going to move on to the next contestant. You got it?
Got it.
All right. Here we go. Our first word, buzz in if you think you know it, is headache.
Zach.
Zach was first to buzz in.
Headache.
That is correct, Zach. Sorry, Ryan. All right, you're moving on, Zach. Rock 2.1, who's this?
This is Paul.
All right, Paul. Paul, you're going up against Zach. It's the spelling bee edition of Last Geek Standing. Here's the word. Buzz in with your name if you think you know how to spell it. The word is spaghetti. 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 I heard Zach first. Zach, spell it.
Spaghetti.
Oh, Zach knows how to spell. Good job, Zach. Sorry, Paul. Rock 102.1. Who's this?
Julian.
Julian. All right, Julian versus Zach. It's the spelling bee edition of Last Geek Standing. Keep those phone calls coming in. I still need 2 more contestants. Buzz in with your name if you think you know how to spell this word. It's temperature. Temperature. Julian buzzed in first. Go ahead and spell it.
Temperture.
Julian. That is incorrect, man. Oh, so sorry. No problem. Zach, you got lucky on that one. You move on to the next contestant. How you feeling? Hold on. He's still there. You there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm feeling good.
All right, good. All right, let's see who you're going up against now. Rock 102.1, who's this?
Taylor.
Taylor. All right, Taylor. You're going up against Zach. Are you a good speller?
I'm a good speller, yes.
All right, we'll find out. Buzz in with your name. Hold on. Buzz in with your name if you think you know this answer or you know how to spell this word. The word is rhythmic.
Zach.
Zach. Zach buzzed in first. It was rhythmic. Go ahead, Zach.
RYTHMIC.
Zach. You're incorrect, man. Your confidence did you in, dude. You made it through 4 contestants, and Taylor just came in for the swoop and the steal. Sorry about that, brother.
All right. Have a good day.
All right. No problem. Rock 600 KFMA. That's 605-362. We got one more contestant that Taylor's facing up against. Congratulations, Taylor. You didn't even have to spell the word. Rhythmic is spelled RHYTHI or MIC.
KEYMOUSC.
Oh, you think it. All right, Taylor, you ready to face your last contestant? If you beat this person, you're going to win the tickets to Ghost and Volbeat.
I am ready.
Good luck. All right, Rock 102.1. Rock 102.1. Who's this?
This is Rick.
All right, Rick. Rick versus Taylor. You guys got to buzz in with your name if you think you know how to spell this word. By the way, this is 6th grade spelling bee words. Yes. So
great.
Yeah, last time I did 5th grade. It was difficult. I upped the ante. Now we're 6th grade. All right. Buzz in with your name if you think you know how to spell this word. The word is sword.
Taylor. SWORD.
It's such an easy word. And Taylor, you just won. Congratulations. Yes. Swooping in for the steal. Zach was on a tear, and then Taylor came in for the steal, and you just won tickets to Ghost and Volbeat with special guests. Twin Temple happening at the Footprint Center on March 1st.
Yeehaw.
You still there, Taylor? That's my phones. My phones sometimes just cut people out. She's
like,
still
I just
there.
want to spell the word and duck out.
I'm still here.
Yeah, you excited?
I'm very excited. I'm stoked. I can't wait.
Nice. Excellent. We'll stay on hold. I'll get all your info, okay?
Thank you so much.
No problem. All right. So that is all the tickets I have for Ghost and Volbeat. That's the bad news. Good news is next week, we're going to give away, I think, Nitro tickets. We got some good stuff to give away next week. So we'll play another round of games with you guys next week. But we still have a lot of fun show to cover on this Friday morning. Your F My Life's coming up at 8 and Unbelievable Fact Friday. So we got so much more. So keep it right here. Rock on the 2.1 KFMA. It's Beef Vegan Presents. 2, 1. Rock 102.1 KFMA, it's Beef Vegan Presents. You remember the war on drugs, Rico?
I recall that.
Yeah, well,
avidly.
It looks like drugs won.
They did?
Yeah, drugs won. I mean, obviously, we have the legalization of marijuana. Thank you, Prop 209 here in this state. And there's a bunch of states that are all on board with that. Now they're pushing the legalization of psilocybin, which is magic mushrooms.
Yep, good.
Well, at this point, Amazon is now relaxing their drug testing policies.
Wow.
Yeah. So that means you could smoke weed and be an Amazon employee. This wasn't the case before. They were pretty stringent.
Yeah.
So they would test, and if you had showed up positive for marijuana, you could lose your job or at least get written up and a couple warnings, and then you're out. But they said they hadn't reinstated the employment eligibility for former workers or applicants who were fired or deferred during marijuana screening. So if you worked at Amazon and you enjoyed it and you were making some money and you got fired because you like to puff on the reefer, you can go back and get your job and be like, hey, man, I'm still smoking weed, but it's cool now, right? And they're like,
interesting. Yeah, imagine getting fired for that. And now it's like you have the chance to redeem. Like, would you take it back? I'd be like stoner minded and be like, you know what? Screw you, man. No.
I don't know. I mean, if I didn't have too many options, I definitely would go running back. I mean, I've been fired and rehired so many times.
Yeah.
You know, so for whatever reason, we get a phone call. Let's check this out. Rock 102.1. Who's this?
Hey, this is 420.
Hey, what's up, 420? So you got a hot take on this?
No, actually, I'll tell you the truth. My wife just started with Amazon. She smoked a bowl 2 hours before going in. She got the job the next day.
Yeah. Hey. So, yeah, it actually probably helped her job. She's like, oh, you're high right now then. Welcome to Amazon.
Exactly. You got to be high to work here.
That's fantastic. I don't know if I would have, or signed off on that and like, hey, you should probably get high before your interview. But if it worked for her, it worked for her. So that's fantastic. Exactly. Good news. Thanks for sharing that with me, brother.
Nope, that's not a problem.
All right. So why is this important that Amazon is allowing their employees to smoke weed? Well, it has national ramifications. That's why I wanted to bring this story up, because now that Amazon's saying, hey, guys, it's cool if you can smoke weed, they're also lobbying the federal government to legalize marijuana. Woo! Yes, that is the big takeaway from this story. Okay, it's not just that Amazon employs hundreds of thousands of people across the country, and that they pretty much have a monopoly on this country, and they make so much money that Jeff Bezos could spend a couple $2 billion just for a joyride and a giant penis.
Right.
But they're lobbying the federal government to legalize marijuana. So what does that mean? We are going to legalize marijuana federally. That is going to happen because lobbyists make the laws.
That's right.
And whoever has the most money makes the laws.
That's right.
Who has more money than Amazon?
Jeff Bezos.
Right. That is Amazon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He's the one kicking it down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's going to happen. And with them like actively, aggressively lobbying the federal government to legalize marijuana, it's only a matter of time. And I think that time is shrinking by the day. So I would not even be surprised that, say, this time next year, the wheels are in motion to get marijuana, even with the president now, who's kind of, he's old school. So he's anti-marijuana.
Yeah. All that malarkey.
Yeah. Even though that was part of his campaign promise to federalize.
Are you surprised? That always happens.
That's politicians.
Cool. Yeah, now it's not anymore.
Right. Yeah. But with the money coming in, they're going to be like, weed's cool again.
Exactly. See, Uncle Sam's getting his little dime. And that's what matters.
Exactly. So there you go. There's good news. And the war on drugs definitely won this round. And you're going to be able to see that here in the next couple years. Woo. All right, we got to take a quick break, but don't forget, we still have tickets to give away at 8 o'clock for Ghost and Volbeat. And coming up in the 7 o'clock hour, you get an opportunity to answer the $50 question to win yourself a $50 gift certificate to Bookman's Bookman's Entertainment Exchange. And that's happening around 7:30 in our News for News segment. So that's all coming up next on Beef Vegan Presents. Don't go away.
Dear, insert sign. Your tendency to overthink things is becoming a burden. If you're looking for a fresh start, it's an excellent time to begin anew. In the first half of the day, it would be good to look at finances, you broke piece of shit. Second half of the day would be good to reflect on and understand your toxic traits. Just ask Amanda. She'll let you hear it. All of it. Good month to ignore texts. Just kidding, you don't get any texts. If you're feeling lonely, just listen to old voicemails about your car's extended warranty. Why would anyone want to hang out with you? You smell like potato salad. Remember that time your loud ringtone went off during a funeral? We do. You're probably going to hell. You keep saying you're going to clean out the inside of your car, but you never do. Is this an indicator of pain from childhood? You're always leaving behind a mess. Why? Because once you clean your mess, you'll just be left with yourself, and that terrifies you. That Himalayan salt lamp you bought from Amazon is actually making your life worse. We just took 15 points off your credit score because we were bored. Love is just an abstract and a primordial biochemical trick to assure that the human parasite completes its task of absolute destruction via reproduction. The moon is watching you closely. Tread lightly. Harness your energy today. It's a good day for creativity and business. Excellent day for love. What the f?
Would have fucked up my shit. KFMA Beef Vegan presents. Tom DeLonge says if you want to learn how to play guitar fast, all you got to do is take off your shirt and jacket. Right? That's a Blink-182 joke. Yeah, well, legitimately, he was being interviewed in a magazine, and he talked about his secret to playing guitar fast is, jerking the irkin.
You mean the gherkin?
Yeah, the gherkin. Okay. See, I never use that phrase. I'm more graphic, but I had to recall that I'm on the radio right now.
Very true.
Now, he was joking, but, at the same time, he wasn't. He went on to talk about how his guitar style and play, he feels like insecure around other people that he plays with, like in Angels and Airwaves, until there was one time where he said, like, playing guitar is not easy, especially doing it good for hours. And, the secret, it's all about masturbating. And that's the only way you do it. If you don't masturbate, you can't play punk rock, which I totally don't disagree with. And I think actually masturbating makes you better at a lot of things. It makes you better at radio. See me clicking buttons and stuff.
You are fast.
You know my secret now.
Fast with those fingers and wrists.
Yeah. In fact, I attribute it to all my talents.
Wow.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah, I know. And all right, moving on to music news. Coldplay's Chris Martin says taking mushrooms confirmed his suspicions on the universe. All right, which,
I'm very suspicious of the universe.
Right. And I wonder what his suspicions were. Now, he was interviewed recently, and when asked by Pete Holmes if he ever taken psychedelics, he said only once. On mushrooms, and he said he loved it and it was good, and it sort of confirmed his suspicions on the universe. And he was like, yeah, okay, that seems to be true. But then he went on to say, I don't do so well on drugs and alcohol. It messes with the music, and some people it enhances it. For me, it doesn't. And I would say this, I don't know, Chris, have you heard your music? If I was your manager, I'd be like, shut up and eat these mushrooms, nerd. I know you do. That's what, trying to get you money, man. That's okay. But that's why you got to show me this, and it will be a little offensive, but we don't care.
Some of the most offensive things are funny.
Exactly.
I mean, have you seen Tropic Thunder?
Exactly. I know. I do love that movie, too.
I've seen that movie like an unhealthy amount of times.
Right. All right, we're going to be on in 2.5. Somebody's.
Oh, no, absolutely.
Yeah. Which is fine. It works with our thing. It's not. Which one do you want to see him do? You think Naked Cowboy? I think the Naked Cowboy is going to happen one way or another, anyways. Yeah.
On.
So I appreciate it. I'll count your vote for Naked Cowboy.
All right, cool, dude. Thanks.
Thank you. Yeah, that's one for Naked Cowboy. And I had other people calling the whole time we were doing the score report. Welcome back. Sorry I had to play a bunch of clips on this Friday. Say hello to Herb. Go ahead and
hello.
Why don't you pass over Rico's mic? Yeah. You do that.
Should I?
Oh, you could. Okay.
Yeah, we can share. It's
okay.
fine.
If you got.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should
Can I?
And then you're good to go.
The other one there, or, is it, or actually, we need an adapter too. You got one right
All right, got Min 20. All right, this is the behind the scenes action and love going on. But yeah, so we recorded a score report with Austin and Chicky hooked up with Danielle, which was hilariously bad. So
mouth stuff.
Yeah, mouth stuff. That's the big tease for the next score report, which will air next Wednesday. And of course, we're talking movies with Herb here in about 1 minute. We're gonna be live on the air, and you could hear, you could see everything good. Herb?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And I did invite you on the stream, but I guess
yeah. But I can share powers, right?
That's true, but I mean, it does look cooler if we have like 4 camera angles.
I will do that if you want me to. I will do it. Yeah. No.
Oh, if you're not set up, fuck it. All right.
What, you want me to do it or not?
Do it.
All right, I'll do it.
Okay, yeah, we got 30 seconds. So
it'll be so much cooler. There's 4 screens instead of 3.
You know, more screens is always cooler.
Absolutely, and then we go big screen and everything else. Like a guy, big screen on Powers and Herb right now.
Got the big screen.
It's good to see you, by the way, Herb.
Look at that full 240p. Look at that.
I look best.
8 seconds
with your basement lighting.
Yeah, I know. Hey, can you turn the lights up more? No?
I don't know. We should bring in some more lights. I got some.
Rocco 2.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. I know we played a bunch of songs to get your Friday morning going. And now to bring down the mood, let me reintroduce to you film critic Herb Stratford.
Wah, wah.
Good morning, Herb.
Good morning.
All right. So let's talk movies here. All things movies and streaming, as I have you here for 2 quick segments. The first one, what's the main movie that we're excited about this weekend? Because I'm looking at these titles and I don't.
And you're not excited?
I'm not overly excited.
Well, all right. So I'm going to tell you something that's off this list.
Okay.
That I forgot to mention that I think it would be a little bit more exciting for the crew listening.
Okay.
There's a movie called Cop Shop. Okay. Have you heard about this?
No, Cop Shop.
Cop Shop.
Is it like Cop Rock?
No, it's nothing like Cop Rock.
Whoa. Come on. I gotta get my dump button up for her.
I gotta be real.
Yeah.
Gotta be really careful.
It's
here.
a Freudian slip. It's always on his mind.
No. So all right. So Cop Shop is a Joe Carnahan movie. Joe Carnahan's this great action director. He's awesome. This stars a couple of big name people: Frank Grillo, Gerard Butler. And so basically, the story is this guy who's sort of a hitman guy. He gets thrown into jail, right? And he thinks, and what you realize is he's trying to hide from other people, right?
Okay.
Pretty smart, right? Get thrown into jail and then you're, protected until the contract runs out or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, the guy that's after him, played by Gerard Butler, he gets thrown into the next cell. So there you go. So
That's
all of a
what the
sudden,
plot thickens.
yes.
Yes.
And then another assassin shows up and starts shooting up the precinct. So all of a sudden you've got like an assault on precinct whatever.
13.
Yeah, right. So you got all this cool stuff going on, and it's a very gritty action film. The guy that shows up is amazing. That the hitman, that he's like just crazy. And so anyway, what's the interesting drama about this is on Rotten Tomatoes, it's sitting at like 80% or something.
That's not bad.
It's good, right? And Carnahan is coming off of he did that one where the guy was Grillo was stuck in that time loop. He was like in a video game and he couldn't get out of it. Remember? I don't know if you remember that one from like a year ago. Anyway, the deal is Carnahan is mad because he hates this cut. So there's this whole thing trending right now with the stars saying release the Carnahan cut. So interesting. I know Powers hates it, but I mean, if you watch this movie, because and you're gonna accuse me of being a name dropper, but I know Joe Carnahan.
Yeah.
So I was like, hey Joe, what's different about this? What's different about your cut? He's like, my cut is vastly superior, and I'm like, all right, let me see it because I just watched it and it's pretty good. So
is it pretty good? Does it make it a different movie?
Well, no, I mean, I haven't seen the new cut. So, I mean, the first cut is great. It's just like, it's a really, I think probably it's more violent is probably what Carnahan's cut is. Maybe you guys saw The Gray with Liam Neeson.
Mm-hmm.
That was Carnahan. So Carnahan's done a lot of, he's a very kind of, he's like a man's man. Like he's the kind of guy that would go out and eat a caribou heart in front of you. I mean, he's just like, he's a nut. So that's a really good one.
Well, then why is the studio interjecting and doing their own cut if this guy has a good resume?
I don't know. That's what's so weird. He's super mad about it. Yeah. And
they just don't understand. Is it up with these studio heads always watch a movie and like, I don't get it. Let me mess it up.
Studio heads in every industry, right?
Yes. I mean, I guess I can relate to that in a way. I've had meetings and stuff where they're just like, your name, I don't get it. If you're not supposed to get it,
it's not for you.
Yeah. Give us one more movie real quick that we can be kind of excited about this weekend, or just to avoid.
I mean, I think you could be sort of excited about The Eyes of Tammy Faye, just because, I mean, who doesn't remember televangelical television?
Yes.
I mean, it's like, and it's a killer cast. I mean, Jessica Chastain and Andrew Garfield. I mean, that's a great cast, right?
Yes.
And I'd like to see more. Like, I'd love to see a Joel Osteen movie. I mean, I'd love to see more of these guys taken down hard, right?
Yes.
Because they deserve it. So check that
Does
out.
Andrew Garfield play Jim Baker?
Yeah.
Does he do a good job?
Yeah. I mean, he's a young Jim Baker, right? I mean,
See,
I
know
always
you're
think
lying.
of-
I know you're lying. Your voice went up. You went up like 3 octaves. Yeah, he does great. He's the best Spider-Man. Yeah.
No, I will not say that to you. I will not say that.
Right?
He's listening
high
right
pitch.
now.
But Jessica Chastain, she did a great job as Tammy Faye.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And that's the heart of this movie, right? You know what I
Right.
mean? Jim's he's like a side man. You know
Right.
what I mean? She's the main attraction. I'm sorry, with those eyes. Come on.
Mhm. Okay, so that's playing at the Loft Cinema.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break, but we'll continue to talk movies on the stream, and when we return, we'll talk what's coming to our streaming service with Herb Stratford. That's my Freudian slip. Stratford's still gonna stick around for one more segment before he bails, so stick around too. All right, clear. Obviously, on Friday we've been, burning the candle at both ends, so feeling good. What's the other movies that we're looking forward to, Herb?
So
The Man in the Field, is this
Man in the Field? Well, it's an art doc. You're gonna be like, boring.
yeah.
So,
Why would you give me an art doc? You know what our
I like
station
art
and our audience here?
It's a good thing, man. So no,
Okay.
Here's the thing that people might be interested in is Dear Evan Hansen. Okay, and I'm just gonna say that just because, because it's a big deal. It may not be your cup of tea, but it's a big deal.
Dear
So-
Evan Hansen. Yeah, well, you have that listed at the top of the list,
Well, it's-
and Amy Adams is in it. Julianne Moore is in it. Ben Platt. So
really
yeah,
heartfelt.
great actors.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing is, this was a Broadway sensation. It won the Tonys. Everybody went nuts about it, and it's sort of important because it's about bullying and it's about all this stuff. And I mean, everybody's really great in it, but I'm not a musical guy. So
Right,
for me,
and
I'm
it's a
kind of
musical.
like, I'm kind of like,
Yeah.
Right.
but it's very well done. So there's that. And then East of the Mountains is very good, which is also streaming. What do you do? Oh, sorry. Okay. Lower that. All right. Sorry. Was it getting an echo? Sorry about that. Oh, sorry. Okay. And then we'll talk about streaming when we come back.
Yeah. So the Apple Plus.
Yeah, but I mean, next week is a big week for movies. I mean, really, because we've got The Guilty, which is this great new Jake Gyllenhaal drama. Really good on Netflix. He's like a 911 operator, and it's pretty intense. Old Henry, which is a Western. Gotta love that.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, we got your
and
camera up and you're blocking him in favor.
I can't.
I do the
There's
same
so
thing. Herb.
many
I do the
things
same
going
thing.
on.
I'm always like this.
And
Now
then,
get
and
the
then,
hell out of my shot right now. Go over there.
and then the mini Saints of Newark. That's
Yes.
the other thing next week. So I mean that, and I could not be more excited about Mini Saints of Newark because and the buzz on it has been really great. So
Okay.
everybody's really jazzed about it, and I mean it just David Chase he's making a mess of things. He's complaining about everything, and he's really mad because he didn't want it to be on HBO Max.
You want to be in theaters, huh?
Yeah, and I get that, but it's like
It was
David-
home to HBO, so why
Yeah,
not have
yeah.
it debut on HBO Max as well?
You
It's
know?
continuing the series. It's a big deal for HBO. HBO is taking care of him.
They really have.
And The Sopranos. That was a lot of money pumped into that program, and it's a fantastic show, and they're still reaping the benefits of that. So it does make sense to them. Out of all the movies, it didn't make sense to do Suicide Squad that way.
No, I agree. That's exactly the place it should be. And people wanted more, right? I mean, everybody wanted more. So yeah, I think it's a little weird that he's stinking up the place. But by the way, I probably shouldn't say it. Well, I'm not saying it on the air. I'm going to get to go see Dune early. So,
Wow.
So, yeah.
Yeah, but this is
Denis
like,
Villeneuve?
you might get heartbroken ahead of time before it even comes out. So then you come in and talk about it. I'll be able to see in your eyes. And I play poker. So if you try to bullshit me, I'll be able to call that bluff. It's going to be very difficult for you to enjoy Dune because you put Dune on such a pedestal for 2 years now.
Oh, for 2. Try since I was 14.
That's
30
true.
years, 40 years.
So,
Yes, but this movie
yeah.
in particular, because it was delayed because of COVID, right?
Yeah. It was delayed another year by COVID. Yeah.
Yes.
So trust me, I will text you when I leave the screening, and I will tell you what I think about it.
You saw the David Lynch one back in the day, and you're thinking, like, how can it be worse?
I skipped school back in the day to go see that movie, and I was like, oh, what did I just do?
Yeah.
I want
What
my
the
2
hell?
hours back,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, no, it was, and I love David Lynch. It was just he was not the right guy for that movie. So.
No, so but yeah, I've seen reviews on both ends, on both sides, and I've sent Herb a couple bad reviews,
and I've sent you some good ones about standing ovations.
Yes.
so yeah,
that's I've kind of been trolling him about this movie, but we do have a running bet for this, and I'm excited to see. First off, I feel like it's gonna flop.
I'm like totally in your
No.
camp with this. Like, I really like people are hanging. They can't wait. It's Dune. It's Dune. I'm like,
It's too niche. It's too niche.
Too
I
much
don't
hype.
think there's enough herbs out there that like there isn't.
You'd be surprised, man. There's a lot of these.
you would
There's
be
a lot of these guys
surprised.
waiting, clamoring.
Are you excited about this film, Rico?
I'm just a fan of the director. I love everything he does.
Okay.
He's brilliant.
He's amazing.
And I mean, even if you go
Amazing.
back to pre-science fiction, Incendies, no, it's like Incendies, I think.
Mhm.
It's like a Palestinian Lebanon thing that's just brilliant. I mean, the guy, he burst onto the scene and it was like, ooh, this guy's got a vision.
got something.
And so I mean, I think he's a perfect fit for science fiction because they'll give him the money and he's got a real great vision.
Yep.
But it's tough. This is an unfilmable book, so
Yeah.
that's the challenge.
How many directors crashed and burned trying to make this a reality?
Oh yeah,
It's just
yeah.
like,
Oh yeah.
Hodorowski. I mean, all these
Find
people,
out,
so.
and we'll find out real soon. And I actually can't wait. And not even just to see the film, just the yeah, just how it works and the box office take and the critics.
Nerd rage.
Yeah, smashing all the toys at Target. It can happen.
Yeah, there's a series on Hulu that I just finished watching a couple days ago this week. 9 Perfect Strangers. Now, initially, you gave a bad review on 9 Perfect Strangers, and I ended up thoroughly enjoying it. Did you end up watching 9 Perfect Strangers to the end?
Not yet. No, I've been having to watch a bunch of National Geographic docs, so I've been distracted. By the way, the Jacques Cousteau one. It's called Becoming Cousteau. Did you guys know Jacques Cousteau, right? Growing up, everybody knew that, right?
I watched the hell out of that.
That was like something that I grew up watching, right? And I mean, it was like a big deal. That was the thing. And so there's this new doc coming out. I think it comes out October 22nd. It's called Becoming Cousteau. And I watched it last night, and I'm sorry to get off track, but it's really amazing. And I mean, first of all, the guy looked like he was 70 from like age 30. So it's like he doesn't
a
age
different
'cause
breed
he
back
always
then.
looks,
Yeah.
Well, and plus he always has his shirt off and he's got the little beanie on and he's out in the sun. So he'd have skin cancer today, right?
Yes.
But he died at like 78 or something. I mean, he died really old.
Seafood diet, man.
But it's really interesting. So no, I have not watched 9 Perfect Strangers, but everybody complained that it wasn't The White Lotus. So what did you watch both?
I did watch both, and I did enjoy both. I thought White Lotus's ending was a little crazier, and I did enjoy that. And I went down the rabbit hole after the White Lotus to read a little bit more on the context of what I witnessed in the season finale and rewatched the season finale. So White Lotus, I enjoyed. I don't know if the second season coming back with new guests will really have the same kind of appeal that it did the first run. Now with 9 Perfect Strangers, I didn't realize it was based off a book because I'm not that big of a reader, if you can't tell. So wear my hat backwards. I did enjoy it. The end of the series kind of fell to shit. So the series finale, it didn't necessarily deliver. It gave everyone a happy ending, which is nice. Spoiler alert. But the rest of it, I'll let you be a judge for yourself. But here's the takeaway. The takeaway is the acting in this show. Michael Shannon.
He's the best.
Unbelievable. I was reading tweets and stuff saying, just give him the goddamn Emmy now. And I'll tell you, there was a part in the finale that literally had me bawling like a baby.
Wow.
I got choked up and just tears running down my face. And I'm laying next to my girlfriend, and she apparently has no heart or something. It says nothing.
You're an emotional dildo.
Yeah, I'm an emotional dildo. It was so.
Wow, that should be on a shirt, man.
It will be. Today,
Yeah, it was profound and deep, and the scene and stuff, it just grabbed me. And yes, it was super crazy. So Michael Shannon's performance through there, you forget it's Michael Shannon, which is the ultimate compliment you can give an actor.
Yep. I love him. I love everything he does. It's funny. I was watching Vanilla Sky the other day because I can't stop watching that movie, even though
He's in that?
people, He
how
is.
funny.
He's
Okay.
the security guard. I think it's one of his first movies. When they go to LE, Life Extension, at the end, he's the security guard. And he has a very small role. He might have one line.
Cool.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, there's Michael Shannon. And I love him. I absolutely think he is brilliant. I think all of his kind of smaller indie films that he does, you're just like, he's a gem.
Him in Boardwalk Empire blew my mind. That's my favorite.
He's a great bad guy. Does he have a
yeah.
lazy eye in real life?
I don't know.
He's that good of an actor.
He has
His eye is brilliant.
He has a lazy eye in this show.
No, I don't think he does. So how the hell do you do that?
Daniel Day-Lewis played his eye.
Yeah.
And just stuffed him in there, and you're like, holy shit.
Yes.
Layers,
very
baby.
nice. Very nice.
They're gonna split the Emmy.
Either that or
Right.
Christian Bale, turned into an eye.
Lost a lot of weight.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's the takeaway. So if anyone's like on the fence about watching that, watch it just for Michael Shannon's performance throughout the whole thing. And then also the visual effects. It's trippy because they're dosing on mushrooms the entire time. And you're like, oh shit, it's like I'm high on mushrooms. So that's cool. You wouldn't understand that, nerd at Stratford, but
Hey,
just-
and not when we're on air.
We'll wait for that.
All right. Yeah. All right. So we got 12 seconds. We're going to talk streaming real quick. Streaming, and also I want to ask your opinion about the casting of this Little Mario or the Super Mario thing, which I'm sure you saw.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. Hanging out here with film critic Herb Stratford. Is there anything to look forward to coming to our streaming services this weekend?
There is. I'm really looking forward to Apple TV Plus has got Foundation. The first episode is dropping, and this is, of course, based on the Isaac Asimov series of books about a galactic civilization in decline. And think Game of Thrones in space, right? I mean, that's what they're trying to do. That's what they're trying to do. They have big budget. They got some real names, and they're committed to it. I mean, this is not like, when Apple does something, they don't just go, yeah, we'll see if it works. It's like they're all in, right? So they're going to spend billions on content. So really looking forward to that.
Hold on. I love when you inadvertently make me feel dumb because you're just like, of course, it's off of this acclaimed book that everybody read, right, Beef? Like, what? This is a book? I didn't know any of these things are books.
You knew Dune was a book.
Yeah, I knew Dune was a book, but I also knew it was a terrible movie. So actually, I lean more towards the movie than the book. I need to.
It's
I need
never
to read more.
it's never been turned into anything, and I think this is the Dune effect, right? Everybody's looking for IP that they can
Yes.
adapt,
Oh, yeah.
right? So that's where this is coming from. But I love Jared Harris. If you remember, he was in Mad Men and other things. Obviously, he's the main guy in this, who's sort of like a prophet that says that the empire is declining, and then he's right. So I love him. I think he's great. So I'm looking forward to that. That should be really good. And that's sort of the big thing. I mean, we talked last week, the morning show dropped its first episode last week of the second season. And I got to tell you, I was horribly disappointed.
There you go.
I spent the whole time looking at them going, they don't look good. I'm not interested in the storyline. I'm like, it's going to be a struggle to get through.
So what? Jennifer Aniston's looked the same for 30 years. So how does she not look good now?
I don't know. Maybe it's the HD TV and the 4K Apple
That's what
TV.
it is.
All those pores.
That's yeah. You don't want HD with Aniston. Nah, then you see all the plastic surgery scars and all that. Botox shots. I'm
Leave
just
her
saying.
alone.
She can't look the same for that long, guys.
She's not Brittany. We can go for her.
Yeah, she's fair game.
Open field on Aniston. Not today, Satan.
Yeah. So, but back to Foundation real quick. Is this a big budget thing? Did Apple TV spend a ton of money for this show?
Yeah.
And does it look it?
It looks like it. Yeah. I mean, looks like it, so far. We'll see how it goes. You know what I mean? They don't give us the whole season. They give you a couple to look at. So yeah, no, I mean, I think it delivers, and I think, you're able to get into it pretty quick. Some things it takes a while and you're like, okay, I better give this another episode, but this one works. You're like, all right, I'm hooked.
Okay. Let's talk about What If real quick. Have you been following along What If and watching every episode there?
I am behind. I'm still behind because
Out of the way, Herb.
I got you coming. Listen, the Marvel Cinematic Universe does it again. Okay.
Yeah, so they're leading into what presumably is going to be like a 2-episode movie. So yeah, all the stories that we've been getting in this multiverse are all going to collide and be one, and that's apparently going to be canon moving forward into the Marvel universe. So catch up, Herb.
Well, I will, but again, I was watching these National Geographic.
Oh,
docs.
okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Oh, I've been learning. Such an intellect. I drink wine and eat cheese and watch documentaries.
The only Panther you got to care about is Black Panther. Okay, Wakanda forever.
There you go. So we got this one last question here. The internet lost his mind yesterday when it was announced that Chris Pratt is being cast as Mario the Italian plumber in the upcoming Super Mario movies.
Yeah.
Real quick roundtable debate. This is my Bill Maher impersonation. Rico, you look Italian. What say you? Are you offended?
That's racist. I just had breakfast at Olive Garden. No, it's like the 1993 version.
Yes, with
Bob Hoskins.
Bob Hoskins.
Yeah.
It made no sense. I'm like, you do not spoil something that horrendously beautiful.
Yes.
And don't try to update it because you're just going to take away the charm from the nonsensical 90s. What's the other actress in that played Bowser? The famous, he died.
You're talking about the original Super Mario and stuff. You're
from Easy Ride, Dennis Hopper.
Yeah.
You're not going to have an element like him as Bowser today. Sorry. No.
Now, this is like a cartoon, so it's going to be voice overed, but still.
Oh, it's a cartoon, not live action.
It is a cartoon.
That changes the game.
Yeah, but still, it's a little bit weird. Anya Taylor-Joy is going to be the princess, and there's a couple other big announcements. But I got to tell you, just I know you didn't. I'm jumping ahead in line.
Go for it.
Sorry.
No,
but
you're good.
I feel like Chris Pratt. I'm like he's overexposed.
Yes.
I'm done with Chris Pratt. I'm like, you know what? I've had enough. I've had enough of you. Settle down.
What do they do to you?
That will, you know what
Jurassic
it
Park
is.
was a nail in the coffin. You know,
Look,
that's it.
Chris Pratt got his dad bod back, and he doesn't like dad bods. Herb Stratford only likes buff Chris Pratt, obviously.
Guardians of the Galaxy 1, Chris Pratt,
That's why we always butt heads. I know he despises me because of my dad bod. All right,
So funny. Let me think. I don't know. I mean, that's a hot take on Chris Pratt, but he's the voice of animated. I imagine like Pixar looking Mario. It's CG movie. Like that's interesting. They're finally going to make a Super Mario Brothers movie.
They are from the studio that made Despicable Me. So it's going to be in that vein and probably have the same style of animation because they do kind of have the same style of animation.
Right. Why not just get the voice of Mario? It's me.
Is he still alive?
Yes.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? Is he an actual Italian? Or is he Japanese?
He's Mario.
Scandinavian.
He's a white guy. Remember there's Japanese. The Japanese games have a Japanese voice actor. We have an American white man voice actor for Mario doing It's a Me Mario, I believe.
Yeah. In this day and age, a lot of people don't like people being cast if they're like, you can't be a straight actor playing a gay actor.
That's actually true. I learned the word black scent the other day because they're going after Aquafina. You brought that up, right? I learned that on this very show.
See, we're educational. See that? Herb? We still teach people things. But yeah, so is this real quick, Herb, to wrap it up? Is this considered offensive casting someone who's non-Italian in an Italian role?
It's going to be hard to say. I think he's such a nice guy. I think it's hard to go after him, which is evidenced by what happened right here. So I think I don't think you're going to get a lot of Italian anti-defamation league going after Chris Pratt. I don't see that. I think I get it when you go after Scarlett Johansson in Ghost in the Shell, right? I get that.
Right.
But I think this is sort of like, oh, great, that's awesome. We were going to love to hear it, so I don't think you're gonna have a problem here. I think everyone, the star power is going to overwhelm any dissent.
Yeah, well, the real challenge here is to make a video game movie that actually is good.
Not Sonic. Yeah, thank you.
It still has not been done. Even Mortal Kombat was not the one.
I can't wait till they make a video game based on this Mario movie. So this way, we start to just get Inception stuff going on here
down that
in the Mushroom Kingdom.
Right. Mind blown. All right. Film critic Herb Stratford, everyone. Herb, thank you for coming in and sticking up my airwaves. I appreciate it. And we'll check back in with Herb next Friday. Take a quick break. We've got a couple more segments to do, so stick around. It's Beef Vegan Presents on Rock 102.1 KFMA. Clear. We're going to say our salutations and goodbyes to Herb. Herb, go ahead and say goodbye to the streamers here.
Bye, streamers. Thank you. Good to see you, everybody, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah. Let me play this real quick. One up. I don't know if I played this yet. I don't believe I did. Bruno, you know him as AWOL Nation here on Rock 102.1 at Beef Vegan Presents. I think I did my unbelievable facts wrong. I don't know. You guys had pretty educational facts. I think I just gave too much information, but
I learned something.
I digress.
Tucson appreciates the honesty.
Let's do a little case of one-upmanship, okay? So I need you guys to look at your phone and your email, both of you. And, of course, you guys can call 600 KFMA if you can one-up us. Because I came across a study that says the average person has 1,602 unread emails and 47 unread text messages.
Okay.
So what I want to know is, what say you? How many unread emails and text messages do you have? And see who has the higher count will win this round as we continue to compete all morning long, because that's what guys do. We compete against each other.
It's fun.
Yeah, I know. I dwarf that 47 unread text message thing by a lot. I
Really?
quadruple it. Yes.
Unread text. I'm really bad about not reading texts.
Yeah. Well, it happens. I mean, the average person does have 47 unread texts, and 56% of those are from friends and family. So
People suck, man.
yeah.
Get on it.
It's like they just leave us on read. Let's see. Let's go to the phone. Somebody's got a high count. Rock 102.1. Who's this?
Hi.
Say your name again.
Are you in space?
Okay. Oh, Priscilla. So how many unread text messages and emails do you have?
Okay, not very many texts, but I have like 5,846 unread emails.
Oh, damn. Is it
And
all?
that's after clearing. I just cleared out like 7,000 over the past week, so I had like 13,000.
So why do you get so many emails? Do you sign up for every email like offer that you come across?
Like I've had the same email since I was for like probably like 15 years. So, you know, you start signing up for stuff and the next thing you know, well, this is what happens. But yeah.
It's at AOL.com.
Exactly.
It's
My Hotmail account.
And it's such a pain in the ass to delete all your emails on the phone, through the phone, you know?
Oh,
That's
absolutely.
usually
Should hire somebody to do
So-
that.
Yeah, you should hire. That should be a service. We could start a
do it.
side gig. We'll
Yeah.
delete your spam emails.
Yo, that's a good job.
Yeah. Thanks for the call, Priscilla. Yeah, good luck. Delete that stuff. Rock 102.1. Who's this?
Courtney.
Courtney, how many unread text messages and emails do you have?
Not that many text messages. It's 35, but
Okay.
emails is 55,603.
Do you even check your emails or what?
No.
Yeah. Why even have an email account at this point, you know?
I don't know, but it drives me nuts to see the notification on there, but it drives me more nuts to sit there and delete them.
Same here. I know your pain.
Yeah, there is a delete all option, though. I'm pretty sure of that.
I'm a hoarder.
But even
Yeah, but what if there's an email that I really need?
Exactly.
Then you miss the opportunity anyways. That window is passed. You know, like if it was an email saying act quickly, you're going to win $1 million. You have 7 days to respond. And that was 7 years ago. You don't have that $1 million.
Well,
those websites have actually gone out of business.
what has been the most with email so far?
Well, you
are
by a lot.
By a country mile.
I have, okay, so here's my count. I have 3,811 unread emails. And I'm a professional.
Wow. I'll tell you. I did a little culling because I just.
Well, I have you beat.
Yeah,
Yes, you
got
do.
it. I only have 2,900. I deleted a bunch of GoDaddy emails the other day, which was thousands.
Yeah. What about you, Rico?
I'm looking right now at my inbox. It says 17,905.
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
You got Courtney beat?
I did.
No.
Wait,
He's
no,
got
no.
something-
She has
got
me beat.
55, 52.
Oh, yeah,
55.
Yeah, she's
Oh.
up there.
Yeah, that's true.
That's ridiculous. He
That's
beats
a
us
lot.
by a lot.
I signed up at a kiosk at a mall like 20 years ago, and I still get
How many text messages?
me.
Yeah.
Oh, I read everything. I don't.
You
I
read
don't-
everything?
Yeah, I read all my
Yeah,
text
I've got
messages.
all
I don't
mine.
do that.
I don't.
I have 219 unread text messages.
You're a monster.
I'm a terrible friend.
He has a girlfriend. That's why.
Yeah.
They're all unsolicited nudes. I'm like, sorry, I just can't look at it. I'm a taken man. Keep sending them.
Exactly. Shoebox that.
I'll be sure to.
Oh, Courtney, thank you for your call. And you delete all those emails, okay? You can sign up for our service, and we'll email you when we're ready to see your account.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good.
All right. We'll answer a couple more questions or phone calls real quick. Rock 102.1, who's this?
Hey, this is James.
James, what's your count?
0.
Oh, well, calling in to brag
Just a
that.
brag. It's not golf rules.
Yeah, this segment is one up. So you got to one up us. Now, you're so far low. I mean, do you even have a life? You're just checking emails all day? What's going on,
Do you
James?
have an email?
No, I delete them.
Oh,
Okay.
you're too
I
responsible.
actually pay attention and delete them.
You're way too responsible for us, James. Thanks for the call. Rock 102.1. Rock 102.1. Who's this?
What's up, Beef? It's Nick.
Nick. All right. What's your count, dude?
Okay. So I have a email specifically for this.
Smart.
And it's almost up to 22,000 my mom likes to go to NASCAR events and use my email address to plug me into the most random drawing crap things that she could find.
That's great. So that is really smart, Nick. So all of those promo things where they ask for your email. Wait a second. When you win tickets, do you give us that promo email?
No. When I win tickets from you, bud,
Yeah.
I give you my good email.
Okay.
Personal phone number, address.
Big bad email.
Good. We're friends then. Because if you give me not the good email, then we're not even friends, and I'm offended.
No. I would ruin my dad joke.
Yeah.
It's not like that.
Appreciate it, Nick. Thanks for the call. All right, keep those calls coming in. See if you can one up Courtney, who has like 1 billion unread emails. The text message is what I really want to see, though. Can you beat me? 219. I'm feeling pretty good about it.
Insane.
Yeah. We got more show to go. F My Life coming up at 8 o'clock. Keep it right here. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Beef Vegan presents. Hey, System of a Down. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. And I ask you a question. Am I the a-hole? Rico, I need you to weigh in on this. And again, 600 KFMA is the phone number.
Okay.
All right, we're going to get back on the live stream. Powers and Rico are having a nice little heart-to-heart. What are you guys debating again? I was distracted.
We're talking about
Current era of writing, directing, TV tropes, storytelling, and how much we've jumped the shark as a society.
Yes, with creativity.
That's a lot.
Just that, you know.
We're
that's
just morning shenanigans.
Yes.
And farts. Farts.
Hey, we got a D&D invite.
Oh,
yes. We're Todd. We're gonna do that. And you weren't on the thread. Did you see the text?
I did see that.
Okay, so yeah, next Thursday.
I'm buried in freelance, but I think I might have just got I might be able to do it this week. I've been like, but
Let me
yeah,
check my
so that'll be
calendar.
fun. D&D's fun.
As long as it's not the 6th, because I just got booked for a preseason. Yeah, no. So
When are we
there's a
all gonna go
preseason
to a
Roadrunner
hockey
game.
game? Yeah.
We're gonna
Wanna
do
go to a
that
hockey
on
game.
October 29th. We're gonna have beef cheap seats. We're gonna have an entire section, and then we're gonna do an after party. It's Halloween weekend, October 29th. You're hearing it first right now. It's a cool promotion the Roadrunners is gonna do. And then this next Sunday, they're doing a fan fest. I'm gonna be in the dunk tank.
Oh my!
What? Doing the
I'll
dunk
talk about
tank
it. Yeah,
thing?
we're on here in 5 seconds. So yeah.
Oh, fun.
But it's sriracha, not water.
Rock on 2.1 KFMA. That's Cage Elephant. I'm Beef Vegan Presents. Welcome back to the show. Rico, Powers, have you ever been in a dunk tank?
No, but I've dreamed
Drunk
of
tank. Like
different.
That's
tank.
different. Oh, dunk tank.
Yeah, drunk
sorry.
tank. Yes, we've all been there.
Oh, yeah. No, I have not, unfortunately.
I've always wanted to be in a dunk tank.
Really?
Yeah, oh, Mike, of course.
That's kind of weird because
It's a dream.
I've always kind of secretly been like, yeah, do that. I have an opportunity, and it's an opportunity for you guys to dunk me as well.
Oh, I'd love to dunk you, dude.
Dunk me so hard,
Waiting.
make me so wet. Anyways,
God.
from the water from being dunked, Powers.
Oh, true.
Powers?
That's
Come
true.
on.
The dunk tank.
Get your mind out the
Dirty
gutter,
boy.
Sorry. So anyways, the Roadrunners Fan Fest is happening. It's actually the Fam Fest.
Oh.
And it's happening on Sunday, October 3rd. So
Okay.
not this Sunday, next Sunday. And I'll be hosting it, because I'm part of the Roadrunners fam.
Yeah.
And we'll have my buddy Roadrunners mascot Dusty there.
I love
And
Dusty.
there's going to be food trucks, face painters, bounce houses, obstacle courses, yard games, and the dunk tank. And
Helicopter rides?
yeah. No, I don't know about helicopter rides, but it is free admission with a non-perishable food donation. So this is very cool to get us amped for the upcoming season. The first preseason game is October 6th, and then we have a ton of regular season games on the schedule, which we'll be a part of each and every one.
Oh, yeah.
But they asked me yesterday, they emailed me, the game ops director, and she's like, would you be willing? Bob, the president, is asking an odd request. Would you be willing to be in the dunk tank? We feel like a lot of people would pay money to donate to charity to dunk you. And it was one of those situations where I couldn't say no.
Yeah.
And I'm like, son of a bitch.
Like, why does Bob hate me, by the way?
Yeah.
Like, what is he?
But he's still like my boss. He loves me, and he's a big supporter of the show. And
But he wants to see you underwater.
Yeah, but here's the thing. So we're going to be doing a promotion called Beef's Cheap Seats all throughout the season.
Oh, wow.
And they're going to be promoting the show at Roadrunners games all throughout the season. So I'm literally in a position where there's no way I could say no.
I think this is going to be a big deal, and that sounds super, super fun.
Yeah, see,
I
well,
concur.
Powers, your personality in the show, I think people would want to dunk you too. Maybe we could get two birds with one stone, get me a break, and in between dunks.
Just I'll tag me in.
Yes.
Tag me in.
And give an opportunity to dunk Powers as well.
Yeah, maybe I might be down for that.
It's for charity.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll make sure you get some free food out of it.
There you go. I'm down with that. Get me. I also, if I'm going to do it, I'm wearing an old timey bathing suit, swimmies, flippers, goggles. I want to be prepared.
Yeah, I'm going to be wearing my jersey. So that's it. And that's a good way to wash it. So hopefully my jersey, because it's like 4 years old now and it's a little yellow. So maybe it'll be white by the time I'm dunked like, I don't know, 10 times.
We'll
I don't know how many times
in the dunk tank.
Yeah.
So I told them, I was like, yes, I do it, but just a heads up, I'm going to bitch about it the next day on the show. I mean, that's just my character. That's my nature.
Yeah.
Yeah. So look forward to that. That's the Roadrunner Fan Fest, or Fan Fest, as I like to call it, October 3rd. And it's happening at the Silver Bell District Park in Marana.
All right. Tell now we can, it's a food donation. I want to just do a terrible thing. Can I donate bird seed? That's non-perishable, right?
Well, who's going to eat birdseed?
You tell Dusty it'll be put on a giant X, very conveniently close by. I'm not worried about it. He'll love it.
You know,
ignore the giant rocks hanging above.
I'm afraid to tell you this, but I'm not afraid to say it out loud because I know a lot of kids are at school. Dusty's a dude. He's an actual human inside a bird suit.
What are you talking about?
What? It's not a real bird, dude.
Next thing he's gonna tell me is like Santa Claus isn't hanging around North Pole. I want to tell you some beef. Sometimes you got to believe in magic, and I think Dusty and me have a conversation.
All right, we'll try to feed him birdseed, and he'll not open his mouth and pretend to eat it. It'll be a good time.
I hope people are going to go to this just for the reason you mentioned that. Like, I need to see a grown man eat some birdseed.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Bring the kids.
All right, well, let's take a quick break. We'll wrap things up with your beef tip next on the Beef Vegan Presents. Clear. Sometimes I forget the name of the show.
Like the chicken, the pole. Yeah, you know the thing.
Like,
I'm beef.
I argued with management that I didn't want the show's name to be the namesake show. I don't necessarily like shows named after the show, like the Beef Vegan Show or anything like that.
Hour of Beef.
And I wanted to distance myself from the other show, but. You know, when I threw out an option, because they're just like, no, we really like your name. And this was after 3 years being told that my name was shit. Literally. That I was just
in the morning.
I was like, well, if I did it, I guess I do this show on KWSS called Beef Vegan Presents, the post-pandemic playlist. And I used to work with a legendary concert promoter up in Phoenix called Danny Zalisco.
Oh, yeah.
And he has his company, Danny Zalisco Presents, right? And I worked with him. He's kind of like a mentor, and love the guy. So it was almost like an homage. He's still alive. And I still talk with him every now and then. But it was kind of like an homage of that run and doing that to do the show title. And so when I said that, I fucked up, and they're just like, we'll love it.
I'll say this. I don't know when we were talking. I don't know if it is a trope like that concept. My first comic was Frankenstein Presents.
See,
because it's like, it's an umbrella that talks about miscellaneousness in a way. Like it's a lot. It's this. It's not just one thing. It's I can do this, I can do that, and I can do that. That's why I did it like that.
Right.
Presents.
See, this is meant to be. And a lot of people don't know this about Rico. Every time he's about to have sex, when he whips it out, he goes, Rico Presents.
There he is.
Rico Presents.
Rico Presents.
Presente. Rico Present. And they just run away, call the cops. I'm like, but I tried.
Yeah, so but I'm glad you like it, Kirsten. I appreciate it. And it fits the show. It fits what we do here.
What if you ever were gonna name it something different?
Well, my other show name was called it started off as The Morning Infidelity, which is because D-Rock the Infidel, D-Rock comes on the show.
Okay.
It evolved into Think More Independent, but TMI for short. So I like that. And then I 7.5 years saying, you listen, TMI.
Yeah.
And having the double meaning is something I always enjoyed. And I did that on purpose because, and D-Rock knows this story. And I don't know if he's watching the stream, but when we first had the opportunity to do a morning show, he brought me in and we were doing nights once a week. And then we saw an opportunity to do 6 to 8 a.m. on the station no one was listening to, but we wanted to do mornings. So we got the okay to do mornings, and then D-Rock's like, we got to come up with the name of the show. And then all of his names are like, how about the D-Rock Show with his little buddy Beef? And
my God.
They were very, D-Rock centric.
Yeah.
In the names. So I came up with the compromise because he was D-Rock the Infidel. So I was like, well, why don't we call it the Morning Infidelity? Because then that's a play on his name. Right off the bat, he's happy about it. But I knew then I could use the acronym. I can't say acronym. TMI. Because I thought, and then this was in 2008-ish, 2009. So
Clever.
it was still kind of fresh.
Yeah.
And that's what played out today. And then TMI could stand for different things. And that's what happened.
Nice.
Yeah. Long story short.
Little history.
And I was thinking about bringing it back.
Yeah.
But, when I said think more independent, they're like, whoa. This is corporate radio. We don't do that here.
That's
Creativity.
What are you doing?
No.
Independent thinking? What are you? Play some Godsmack and shut up.
Oh, that's so fun. I think of The Simpsons like, hit that independent thought alarm. That colored chalk was forged by Lucifer himself. Independent thought alarm.
Yep.
Yeah. Like, no, not today. Son.
Not today.
So funny.
So
that's interesting. That's good and fun.
Yeah, there's a backstory to it.
And then they have from up top, they go, you know what? That little independent man, make him go in the dunk tank. Put him in the water for our chortles.
I will say this, like, honestly, like Powers, I was always like, I want to do that someday, right? But do I want to do that in the first weekend of October and then before the show?
Yeah.
I'm like actively avoiding not getting sick so I don't miss any days.
Yeah.
Because I want to do the show every day to get better every day to, grow the show. And I'm afraid I'll catch a cold.
You gotta pop that emergency.
What must you sound like when you get a cold?
Yeah,
You must sound does it sound even sexier?
Even sexier.
This voice
More Dilfy. Double the Dilf.
Yes, we talked about being a Dilf. Did I tell you that story already? Yeah, I told you.
Yes,
that this
Beef. We
morning.
know you're a Dilf. Tell us again. All the moms in the Phoenix metro area think I'm a Dilf.
You gotta strike while that iron's hot.
Yeah, you have to capitalize.
Much like them early 30s, that early 40s is different than moms.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is that radio boy?
I've always, well, my thing's kind of retired right now because I'm in a relationship, but I always dated older anyway. So I felt like, I get older, they stay the same age and they stay the same age and they're like 45, 50. I love it. I'm growing into my fetish,
There you
so
go.
I'm
Good
like,
for you.
Yeah, teach me your ways. I think I might just put like a box of Franzi on my front yard with a stick in a box. Just try to capture some.
the best way, if you do like older women, go to happy hours, like
Really?
Applebee's happy hours. Fish in a
Dollarita?
barrel.
Fish in a barrel.
Fish in a barrel, baby.
He's like,
Yeah.
they're
My
there for
ex-husband.
dinner at 4,
Yeah.
cheap drinks at 5.
Exactly. For you, Rico, you're a good looking dude and you've been working out and everything. Go to the Oral
Swole.
Valley happy hours and you will find those divorcees. And honestly, you'll have a great time.
The best thing I think I saw, it's like instead of going to Tinder, I think I saw a meme once that said the best thing to do is go to Facebook ads and look for used wedding dresses and sort by size.
My
For all the recent
goodness.
divorcees, like you can filter by size.
Oh no, that is fantastic,
I'm like,
actually.
brilliant life hack.
That's
But
a
if I'm-
life hack.
It's a life hack. But if I go to Oral Valley, I'll just tell them I know Beef, and they'll be like, "Oh, that sexy Dilf, you work with him?" And
Yeah.
I'll use you as a hedge and get in there.
I don't know.
Hell yeah.
The richer they are, the less likely to listen to terrestrial radio.
You never know. Could be a fetish.
That's true.
It could be a filthy fetish
a
to
filthy
listen
fetish.
to terrestrial radio.
It's a slum. You know, they love it.
David says all the single moms in Tucson driving around the city with
right.
duct tape and unmarked vans ready to snatch me. No,
Ready to snatch that beef. A
I
little
doubt
slice of that.
I do appreciate that. But around Grant and Alvernon, I'm very Delphi.
I love. It sounds like you're both saying Oral Valley.
I know, Oral. Might as well be.
If they haven't made that happen somewhere in that town, come on.
Just saying.
Yeah. Nobody fun is single. That's not true.
What?
Yeah.
Whack. Sorry, Laura.
Yeah. In fact, I've been single many times over. Been single more times than not.
The first thing you ask a guy is, "What's your sign?" And then things just spark from there.
It's as simple as that.
Simple as that. Look at both your charts. Like, yeah, we're compatible. Let's make this work.
I wonder, is this song ending or on?
We've been live on air for 20 minutes.
Oh, yeah, we're getting on the air. Right. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. And we are almost out of here on this Friday morning with myself, Rico, and Powers. I've been loving this Friday show. I'd like to thank Herb Stratford for coming by. I'd like to thank Austin for gracing us with his presence for 5 minutes. Seriously.
Thanks, bro.
The guy gets 2 hours on the radio, shows up an hour and a half late for it, and then has to duck out early. It's fantastic. You know,
so fun. I gotta go. Do you mind if I leave early too?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Oh yeah, I mean, why even stop by at all? But
that's almost legend. I'm like, that's not bad.
Yeah,
legend status.
We do have enough time to give you this beef tip. This story is a beef tip in it, and this will help out everyone, present company included, both Rico and Powers and myself, because sometimes, when sleep is so important to wake up early to do a morning show, it's very difficult to fall asleep on demand. But there is a military trick that can help you fall asleep within 2 minutes. Ask me how.
How?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll give you 4 points on how you're going to fall asleep in 2 minutes. And it's meant for like airplane rides or long car rides, but it works in bed too. It's all about relaxing those muscles, baby. So it might be a little harder for you, Rico, but super easy for you, Powers. Oh, sorry.
I think it's gonna be hard. He has the muscles. I don't have muscles, hence cannot.
Science.
That's the,
all right.
There's
Well,
an inverse of it.
The number one thing you need to do is relax in your seat or in your bed. If you're sitting, put both feet flat on the ground and your hands on your lap. Then take slow, deep breaths and focus on relaxing every single muscle in your face. So like your forehead, your cheeks, your mouth, and make your jaw go limp. So I don't know if you go slack jawed, but he's sitting there.
He's making that how you go face that all the girls love these
somebody's
days.
doing some naughties right now.
Right. So number 2, you relax your upper body, let your shoulders drop, relax your neck. Then starting with your dominant side, let your biceps, your forearms, your hands, and your fingers relax. They teach this in the military because honestly, you only get a little bit of opportunity to sleep. So you got to fall asleep fast. The same thing with your lower body. You do the same exact thing. And the final thing that you need to do to fall asleep within 2 minutes, according to the military, is clear your mind for 10 seconds. Just like meditation. Focus on your breathing and you should be asleep or close your eyes and be asleep by then.
I was hoping for something more,
more violent, maybe like choke
secretive
yourself out.
or something or I imagine they just intimidate you to sleep.
Yeah,
like I got to take some of that.
Okay, well I'll give you a different beef tip. If you're trying to fall asleep within 2 minutes, drink half a bottle of NyQuil and smoke a bowl. You'll be out in no time.
Oh, that's true.
It's
He's
not
not a
military,
doctor.
guys.
Don't try this at home.
Have you ever tried snorting NyQuil? I don't suggest it.
Oh my
I'm gonna try that tonight for science.
For science.
For science.
All right. Well, that is all the time that we have on the show. Next week, we're giving away Nitro, I think, car show tickets. It's going to be a good time. And don't forget, if you get an opportunity, head to YouTube, go to youtube.com/beefvegan, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We've been streaming the show, this little special Friday stream for 2 hours. So you get to see us mess around.
Growing.
Yes.
Leave some hateful comments.
That too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we want all of those.
Yeah. Oh, and final update on my post yesterday, I'm at a 98% ha-ha rate.
Wow.
Yes,
Wow.
Yes, I did a post. I'm
Two
clapping
Owen
for
Wilsons
myself.
right there.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
I deserve it. 98% ha-ha rate. It was something like 78 ha-has, 3 likes.
No.
Yes.
Non-organic. Was that organic?
100% organic.
Wow.
I don't have the money to pay for that stuff. So my challenge goes out to the razor. All right. A razor, top that, buddy. You get on social media. Social media is a little thing that people like to use nowadays. So you need to go on social media, try to post something with a higher ha-ha rate, and I bet you can't do it, Razor.
Gauntlet has been thrown.
I was going to say he's throwing that gauntlet.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, and it's a fun Friday, too. I know he's going to be doing some bear down stuff or whatever. He has plenty of opportunities to post something with a ha-ha rate, and he has to be 98%. Good luck even getting 50%.
Get them ha-has. It's easy to hit a like. That's easy.
That's easy work.
A ha-ha is some effort. You got to scroll a few icons over.
Yeah, it takes a calorie.
There's emotion behind that.
Probably does.
And a connection. I know. So emotion and connection, you got to work on that, Razor. You get that. Get that. And I'm challenging you, and hopefully on Monday I'll be dethroned. But guess what? I'm betting $5 it's not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen.
See you at the dunk tank.
All right, we're out of here. Thank you guys so much for listening. And as always, drive safe, ride safe, and rock local. Later.
Upon a side of beef, soon will come an end to all your grief. But if you've been mean or kind of bad, I will knock out all your teeth.